Hey guys, welcome back. What's up? Getting back into Fontaine. Decided to continue. Now, I will say one thing real quick. I do want to chat about Act 3 a little bit. Just did some thinking on my own time. I'm sure the community Genshin is going to absolutely clown and trash Act 3. And it's going to be a very negative overall review of Act 3 from most people, right? And I think I just wanted to put constructive criticism forth and like my view on it. Instead of just going in and going like, I hate all these things, this is all bad. Like, no. There's a lot that I did enjoy about it, right? I think the first fourth to a third of Act 3 was really fun. Because we had a bunch of like interacting with characters and figuring things out and just seeing stuff happen, right? Like Nouvellette, Arlecchino, the meeting between Farina, Nouvellette, and Arlecchino. That was all very cool. Meeting Risley, going to the prison, figuring some stuff out there. But then around the halfway point, starts to fall off a bit, and you just don't have much going on, right? Like I was like, oh, let's use this team because if we run into combat, I don't want to use the same team I've used for like the past several Archon quests, right? Um, but then there's no combat, no anything, and that's not like against the design of the Here, sorry, let me switch over. Not against the design of the fortress, right? I really like how they did it in the open world, and I think it's handled very well. But we haven't done, like, again, any combat, any domains, and the second half, you really just don't feel like there's much happening. In comparison to Act 1 and Act 2. I think part of it's, from my perspective, is that Act 1 and 2, well, it's like, it's part 1 and part 2, of a big story, right? That's how you can kind of see them. It's like, okay, yeah, that's an arc. Act 1 and Act 2 is its own arc of the Fontaine story. But Act 1 is still its own story and has payoff. And Act 2 is its own story and has payoff, right? They each have a focus and they tell the whole story in that like 2 to 3 hour time period, right? It's like, Act 1, all about Linny, all about his court case, all about that mystery in particular. But we got some hints. We got some hints at some interesting stuff. And we got left off at a point where it's like, the serial disappearances case. Okay, that could be reopened now. And then that was the focus of Act 2. And it's like, okay, good, great. That feels good, right? And then Act 2 obviously left off, and then it was like, Childe, oh no, right? And then Act 3, it's like, what did we do in Act 3? We got into the prison, and the payoff was, hey guys, we found out where Childe went, but we don't know what happened to him. And we didn't get some moments that I was looking forward to, like interview with Risley, maybe at a later point. I don't know. It feels like a weird thing where it's like, they did Act 3, and it feels a lot more like Act 3 and 4 aren't their own stories, or are much more a part 1 and part 2 than Act 1 and 2. So it feels very unsatisfying for Act 3, but I'm hoping Act 4 will feel very good. And also to put this in like book terms, to reiterate it a different way. It's like if you're going through a series of books, right? And you're like, oh man, book 1, right? Trial with Linny. Great. You would, and you go through the books fully the first time, but upon rereading them, like a year, several years later, whatever, you're going to go through book 1, book 2, which is Linny, and then, Linny and Lynette's trials, and then, Navia, and like the disappearing cases, and you're like, oh man, those 2 books are so good. And then you get to book 3 and you're like, I'm gonna read like, you know, the first 100 pages, and then uh, a few sections from the rest, but skip everything else because it's like not much of significant value happened in the second half, right? It could basically condense to like maybe 5 pages in a book. Like, oh, read through this. Okay, right. The clues, right? We got some clues. We got some evidence. Oh, right, Childe. And Childe has like a little bit of his own like following here and gang and stuff. And then you you just finish it, and then you're like, now time for Act 4. And I'm hoping Act 4 is very good. I think it will be a little slow at the beginning, but I really hope that it picks up, and we have a way bigger payoff for all the time we spent not really getting that. What, a solid hour, an hour and a half. We're just not doing much. So, yeah, I think that basically wraps it up. One other thing I guess would be, I think they could have made it more interesting for Act 3 if we had, NPC companions that we talk to more often. Because they have some interesting NPCs in the area, right? Like, the chief, we talked to him a little bit, but didn't get a whole lot, you know. I think we got the most of him out of all of them. But we had the chief, we had like the information broker guy, and then we had like that really nervous guy about Risley. And it's like, I would have liked it if we interacted more with, like, not a ton more, but if we had gone even 5 or 10 more minutes with each of those characters, when we're going around, it's like I would have enjoyed that. I think that would have been quite good for breaking up some of the monotony. Which, I don't know, you know, maybe that's their intention as well, right? Kind of showing what prison life is like, and the monotony, the grind, you know, go and do this, and same routine day after day sort of thing, but I don't know. Anyway though, last time we left off, found out Childe went down, like, into an old section, an old factory section that's been closed off. We went down some tunnels. He has like a gang of 3 guys that are like, yeah, boss. Linny left us a card telling us to meet up with him. So I think that's part of what we're going to do here. We have another little investigate, which run around, talk to some NPCs and stuff. All right, I was there because I was being shown me those rewards from the fountain. But yeah, no, I really hope that Act 4 is much more action-packed, and has a lot more payoff for everything we did in Act 3, right? Because we do have things that are interesting and things left unsolved, right? Because even though we found out, like, oh, the cannibals rumor and the pipes rumor, that's all fake and made up by Childe's guys, but it's like, but the hidden rules, that we broke 2 of them that weren't made up by those guys, and weird things did happen, right? Like, what's up with this meat? What about the fucking vial of blood we got? Right? It's like, huh? What's going on? Also, something to do with Fonta, which, that could be an interesting aspect. Are they trying to put primordial seawater in Fonta? Is that part of something else? I'm just suspicious a little bit of Fonta since we were almost, well, they almost took out Navia by using it, so there's that. And then still have several cutscenes as well that we saw from the trailer that haven't popped up, like the Arlecchino cutscene, the Nouvellette cutscene, Risley, which I think the Risley and Nouvellette cutscenes are one the same, but the Arlecchino cutscene, and with Farina and stuff, which that could be interesting. I'm wondering, I don't know, there's a few thoughts in my head about Arlecchino, of like, I think she is putting on a facade to a certain degree, and then also in that cutscene, I don't think Farina's talking about Arlecchino. I think she might be talking about Childe, because we don't really know what's going on with him. besides the whale, and maybe if he had some Fanta or something with the primordial sea water, his hypersensitivity would go up, right? So maybe he's hearing it better or more. But yeah, it might be like a version or a transformed child attacking her, and then Arlecchino intervenes or something. Like, I'm hesitant to be like, oh, Arlecchino is the one attacking her there. And it might be more of Arlecchino's actually trying to protect her. But then I'm also going, Arlecchino, Harbinger, is always remains suspicious of them. So it's like, again, she could be putting on an act. As we saw in the interlude trailer and stuff. Oh, hey, buddy? Ooh, me? Ooh, me? Playing card games. Oh, Genius Invocation DCG. Yeah, we played before. Even people down here play that game? Mint in the wild? Fellow Invocation aficionados. No thanks, we're busy with other things at the moment. Looking for people to play with. People usually come here to fight? Oh, the Pancration room? It's all competition. Come over to say hi, okay? Would you mind chatting with us for a moment? Okay. Some rules. Some stories, yeah. Specific. You pick, okay. Strange rumors. Yes, we have. Always gossiping over in the corner. Yeah? Well, was he talking about Childe's game? Or someone else? I didn't know that. You guys. Okay. Custo. Laverne. Bombshell Bros? Mind blowing, Go talk with them. Okay. Thanks for the info. A little more tantalizing. Duke was also a convict. Yeah? You kind of guessed right, because we had the line about him being a pugilist, so it's like, oh, he probably fought in the ring. And then he improved the conditions to a certain degree. And also he has all the scars, so it's like, yeah, probably. He's out here for committing some crime. Wonder what crime it was. Charlotte would definitely want to know. Manager of the whole place. By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone? Someone just made up? Rumor we've been hearing. Anything else? Okay, that's it. I got it. Play a game first. Okay, fair enough, buddy. Oh, one of the puzzles, right? Yeah. Oh, that's the loudspeaker. It's a healthy sport, I'm sure it is. Oh, let's go talk to some other guys. So I go over here first, and then we'll head down that hall. Okay, cafeteria time. Who are these fellas? Sure. Pompous parasites. Downcast, grumpy. Just a convict. Ain't any better. Whole world was destroyed by a giant flood. Had to start over from nothing. Yeah. Prophecy. He says that you have to leave. Work even after you served your sentence. Yep, if you want to stay here, you can. You're just being mean to this poor guy. Really unhappy about the overworld. So maybe convicts or just some people working down here are really resentful of the overworld and trying to help the prophecy come true, basically. Going like, ah, fuck them. We're down here already. We're protected from the sea. You definitely won't get us, so just get all of them. Overworld or underworld? I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy. Okay. Then we have to meet up with Linny and Lynette, right? Sinister. Went from grumpy to sinister. No? Still grumpy. Decided to stay here. Oh. Should have talked more with the TCG guy. We can run over. That's the other thing. I feel like there's quite a bit of just, oh, run to this place, do this, essentially, fetch quest. See you later. Yep, okay. Yeah, some of the running around as well feels a little tedious. It's like, it's not even, again, it's not the fucking, it's nothing against the design of the fortress or anything like that. I think it's more just the objectives that we have to do sometimes are very mundane. Extremely. And they take a little while, so it's like, Okay. Because we need to tell Lady and that, hey, we might need Fremine to dive into the water, fucking the flooded zone. Look for Childe. I don't know why we can't do it, but sure. It's not a faucet. Are you the Bombshell brothers? Extroverts. Thanks, you guys are really nice. Yep, Custo. Some juicy info. Oh yeah? We famous? Ah, right. Personal tour. Yeah, so they don't know much about us being, all our stuff in the other regions. Just more that, oh, Risley personally led you around. Oh, it was just a little mistake. Kerfuffle. People with a good attitude can join a group anytime. Bombshell Bros. Information is always explosive. Blow minds on the regular. Oddly bombastic. You don't get... Yeah. Who's working with whom? There's rumors. Who's knocking along? Here, fill us in. Oh, my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me. Prove you're worth it. Or worthy of it. Play nice, say something to slash his ego. Ah, the welfare meals. We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently. Helping out with making those meals. Kitchen assistant. You're the one who made, yep. Buttering him up. Professional chef. Even went to culinary school. Funny guy. This little bombshell. Okay. Huh. Did Laverne just wink at me? Seems he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow. Or Laverne. Laverne. Power structure. Yep. Heard that before. Should never cross. The Duke rises. Knows more than you think. Doesn't care about something, doesn't bother dealing with it. Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Better treatment in the infirmary. Jiryu. Anything useful about it. Infirmary every day. Taking it to get out of work. Talented researcher from Fontaine Research Institute. Well, there's some juicy info. Turn dirt into Mora. Ah, interesting. According to Cousteau, a person named Jiryu frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that. Dang it, messed it up. Passing the corridor with Lurvine. Arguing in the library. Terrible of a guy he is. Quite a scumbag. Also quite the odd one. Gabbing away. Got sent to the infirmary. Sickbay every couple of days too. Ah. Secretly meeting there to go on dates. Just both tsundere. Beat Jiryu to a pulp that one time. So Jiryu had a confrontation with a girl named Lurvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. Okay, now we're meeting Lenny. Already left us. Yep, production zone. Messed up the bee hopping. Yeah, I don't like bee hopping with the paddles on the back of my controller, but with the regular button, it's usually fine. Do we get some more info as well? Let's check there. Nothing here yet. Okay, so we'll just have to remember that for now. Okay. Almost down. Getting very Bioshocky for some of these designs as well, which I like. I haven't played Bioshock in so long. I think I played a little bit a few years ago, and that's about it. I've obviously watched, like, runs on YouTube and stuff, so. Alright, up the elevator. There we go. Yeah, with how much ride there is in the fortress though, like us going place to place, it's honestly just like, put on your exploration team. There's been no combat yet, so just put on a team that can get you to point A to point B faster. You'd honestly probably save like 20 minutes just doing that. Okay, Linny and Lynette. Okay, it's just Linny here. You hard at work or hardly working? Give a nod. Yep. What's going on? Yep. A little something, yeah. Time to be modest. On a boatload of information. Full and undivided attention. Right, and we made basically a truce with Linny and Lynette as far as like, you guys are Fatui, we still don't 100% trust you, but we'll work together. Summarize your findings to Linny. Unreliable after all. Went missing because you found a way out. Much more resourceful. Yeah. Is it enough for a final report of father? His exact whereabouts. Just coming to Fontaine for a vacation. Had some personal reasons. Yeah, we know about those a little bit. You're not gonna tell. Yeah. Not gonna be like, oh, it's related to his vision, and he's been having dreams of a whale. Most important thing right now is to catch up with him. Escape route is already flooded. Professional diving skills. And we could do it ourselves, but I guess this is how, yeah, we get Fremine involved. Is he around? Working today. Okay. Please do. We're counting on you. Thank you. Collect all this information under Risley's watchful eyes. Soon we have a meeting with him, an interview for Charlotte. Still owe her that. They're gonna let that go. Collecting info. Retrace Master Channel's original route. Yep. The next pipe cleaning day. 6 days from now. 2-3 days to return. Know each other's capabilities like the back of our hands. 9 days from now. Oh boy. Can we just skip to that point? Sure. Sure. One last thing. Oh boy, okay. Investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Other areas, hoping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. Okay. It'll be hard. Oh, are we finally going to sneak around like we saw in the trailer? Get into the infirmary. Investigate the room and environment. Sketchy looking people. Secret we're hoping to uncover. Yep, Sanguine. Seagroom. Internal structure in the infirmary. Pass those along to me. Cool. Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm an amateur? Talking to my younger brother. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're like, you know, probably tens of thousands of years old. But what if I'm the older brother? Yeah, I'm getting along better with Lenny now. Meet her again in 9 days. Got it. Again, the music for the area is good. But, slowly approaching the infirmary. Yeah. The music is good. There's been a few, though, where it sounds like it goes into combat, and I'm sort of just like, what? Why do we have, like, combat music? Oh, okay, Paimon. Getting that corner peek. Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people in the infirmary. Engage in conversation, manage bits and pieces of what they're saying. Okay, yep. The guy, the girl, and Seagreen. Feel like it's not impossible. Time. Talk to them in person. Oh boy, okay. Sure. Sure, this will go well. Large amount of vapor from a foul-smelling potion. Failed attempt at alchemy once performed with Paimon at some point. Makes you want to vomit. Ugh. It's the worst. Hand it back to Paimon, stow it away. Go into the infirmary. Stumble in. stomachache, nausea, collapse on the ground. Poison. Oof, my stomach really hurts. Saying goodbye, Mom. Thank you. I'm sorry. Preliminary checkup. Ah, you're gonna find some interesting things about us. If you're doing a checkup like Albedo did. Sigewinne has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. Hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious. Alright, she is a Maluzine, so can see things that we can. Not in any mortal danger. Doing my diagnosis. Okay, yeah, lungs. Sigewinne's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed. Hurt when I press here. It's not too bad. Oof, that hurt a little. Uh-oh. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top? No, not really. Can barely feel it. Eat something to disagree with you. Pretty bad stomach ache. Okay. Just nodding on the bed there. Other inmates complaining about the food recently. We did get that weird looking food before. Within a couple of days. Take a rest here. Okay. It was a bit bad tricking her, but... Okay, yeah. Lurvine. Ew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sigewinne just called that woman Lurvine, so she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard of before. Would that mean the man next to her is Juryu then? Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. I would draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking at my direction too. Stumbling about the whole way here. Best medic we've got. Medic and doctor, 2 different things, so... The only medic.
確かにそうだな。確かにそう。それはあくまで表面上の話です。メロピデ要塞を擁護するつもり、罪を犯していても、ここにいる人たちの中には、
No thing or two about
心
medicine.
得がいくらかある人もいて、わかったわかった。
And that's her job.
君の言う通りだよ。
You a patient
それ
too.
をわざわざ患者さんの前で言う必要。そうですね。
Two also sick.
あ、持病でね。
Sick a while.
どれも慢性的な疾患だ。
Pick up the medicine.
僕は定期的な検診で、
Chronic
ついでに看護師
illnesses.
長が処方した薬を医学を少しかじってるからか。
Miss
ここの看護
Sigewinne's
師長
capable
の右腕にな
helper.
った気でいるのかな。もっと言葉を選んでもらえますか、ジュリエ。
Frequent heart palpitations.
あなたのせいだってこと。
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship. We ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Oh. Looking around. But outside the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records. Well, there's a box. I can't check it out right now. Oh. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Hey, wait. There seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there. No need to argue over silly things. Way too early. Presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something? Boring and useless conversation. Dang. Excessively noisy place. Yeah, they're both tsundere. For sure. Just what he's like. Never have cause to remember his name. Right, former researcher, and then you have some formal medical knowledge. Really can't stand him. Arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics. Should be back soon. Feel better soon, you had some medicine. Thank you for looking after me. Rest? I don't know if she got much. Nobody got up to walk around? 2 days worth of medicine. 1 pill now, 2 your bed rest. You take the stomachache pill that Sigwin gave you. Color the pill that you should be taking today. Should be yellow. Is this code then? Picking up medicine? I think there's something going on here. I think this is some code for something. She gave a little glance towards us. Picking up medicine, yellow today. Yeah. Pretty sure this is suspicious. Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember? I understand. Benefit from good night's sleep. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're speaking in code there. Few details. Sure. Quite the commotion. Sure, Paimon. Secondary symptoms of nausea. That's it. Anything we should know? Stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And get your rest. Sigwin's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said. Yep, we're the one who basically got food poisoning here. Regular patient's bed, relax completely. Weirdness, intel gathering, backed up, all comes in impression. So Paimon's conversation with Sigwin. Okay, Paimon. Now you're giving away some info. Best of companions. Companion. Words bring forth a wave of comfort. Yourself relax, fall into deep sleep. for a really long time. I feel a lot better. Thank you both. Take your meds regularly. Bland foods. See, this is good. I like that we're already starting off and interacting with interesting characters right away. We'll just have to see if it continues to improve and ramp up. Can we not just go there right away? I mean, yeah, it's right here, right? Coming down with an upset stomach. Could be Fanta, could be primordial sea water. Anyway, let's go over to the dormitories. I think we're pretty close here, so. Rosolino. Yeah, I'm guessing we're like free to come and go into the fortress after the Archon quests. So we'll come back through to do anything that we missed, talk to NPCs and stuff at a later time. Okay. Sleep talk the entire time? Huh? What do you mean sleep talk? Did I say anything I shouldn't have? Don't take my grilled fish to put down the deathless temptation. Just a sincere nurse. Not going off track. No, I'm pretty sure they spoke in code at the end there. With the yellow pill and getting medicine. Are we really off track though? There's still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground. What was the question Seaweed asked Lurvine? And also, were they really talking about their meds before he walked in? Oh, and was Lurvine and Jiryu's argument genuine? Or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out. Super thorough. Tiny most suspicious things. Give the info to Linny. Yep. Next few days, stations are normal. Write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. Okay. And you pass the slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Disguise impeccable. Look at you change your expression as you pockets info. Just blank face, just being like, The promised 9th day arrives, and this is where we find out Fremine is missing. And then when he's like, hey, what the fuck, Risley? Well, what's going on here? And then yeah, so I do think we're ramping up. That's definitely good. So don't make me excited. Don't let me down, Act 4. Be very good, please. Oh, man. Yeah, so that is his job over there. Yeah, so he has a different spot on the production line than us. Run into any trouble? Nope. Nothing weird. Slip you sent from a successfully left the grounds 2 days ago. Last night, Lynette infiltrated the infirmary after faking a notice. We've already done more than that. Okay. One-off investigation. Avoid using the same faces over and over. Yep, that makes sense. Taking the first step, she should be the one to finish the job. So everything's going well for her. Ah, and he did say siblings, so Lynette's probably also missing. So then it's like, uh-oh. Now we have 2 different places I'm gonna need to investigate. And probably break into. Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you. Good people appreciate them more than anyone else. One thing that could get between us. Respective loyalties. Yep. Well, I mean, we're not really loyal to anyone, but you guys are to the Victui and Arlecchino, so hoping us out of the kindness of your hearts. Well, and Nuvelet. Use some more friends. Protect you from any peril. I get it now. Yeah, now they're being more honest, right? Compared to Act 1, putting on the show. Be more frank now. Check on Lynette. Wrapping up her investigation. Seguin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary. Yep. Good time to meet him. Oh yeah, we heard about that too. Yeah, and we understand that as well. But where will she be there is the question, right? Also, from what I've seen, this quest seems to be around 3 hours, so that's sort of the ballpark for how long it will be. And then, oh wow, it's been over half an hour? Well, I suppose for like 10 minutes I was complaining about Act 3. Or I should say, offering constructive criticism. Should be here right now, and she's not. Yeah. Do we need to go down the hatch? Could she have found a lead and left to follow it? Rarely deviates from the plan. Find a way to let me know. And she hasn't. She was caught? Any clues here? Look while we wait. Oh boy. Oh, here's the hatch. Has it been, like, battered down? Looks like it's been disguised. Yeah. Movable hatch starts tapping at several different places. Behind it is empty. I don't think it's an entrance. A mechanism. Yeah. So it's not like it's movable just by like pushing it, but you need to find something else to activate it. That look, the look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. And obviously we'll want to help Lenny out. If both of them are missing, we're like, hey, we get it. We know that feeling. Any signs of having been slept in? Except that one. Lynette must have used, pretending to be sick. Migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Lie down, rest, treatment medication. But this bed is still unmade. Didn't return the entire time. The nurse intentionally left it this way. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Yep. And this probably leads to his confrontation with Risley, being like, hey, where the fuck are my siblings, bro? Some books here, a few files, medical records, advanced nursing, raised spiritual patients, for guides in psychology of emotions, meaning of laughter, all stuff for Seawind, right? Oh, she is the nurse after all. Understand people's motivations and feelings. She Melusine? Or just her? Or a nurse from time to time. That's all the clues, right? Slip of paper. Was that left by Lynette then? Or someone else? It reads. Usual practices. Piece of paper or card. Giving you my best regards. Lynette? Or someone else? Someone who found them out, right? Because if someone found out, then it would be like, oh, your usual method. The cards that Linny uses and the slips of paper that we gave to Lynette, right? Is there anything on the back? Yeah, I think someone found out and then left this note. Someone's reading it now. Where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now. Yep. They were found out. Well, us as well. Right? Slip of paper. Risley. Use it as bait. I mean, probably, right? Never reach out to us since. Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first? Without a clear goal or reason. No concerns about your activities. Because we're friends of Nouvellette versus Lynette, who's associated with the Fatui, right? Yeah. Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well? Yeah. Flashbacks. Their backstory, right? What that means. Oh, this music. We haven't had this track in a bit. This is a classic track. Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Risley have let him go. Divide and conquer, right? They're all separated now. I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear. Trying to provoke me. I was thinking divide and conquer, but sure. Find an opening to sneak him around the guards. Let him leave on purpose. He's probably in a terrible spot now as well. Yeah, we did see that he might be in a bit of a rough place. We have to calm him now. Linny, calm down. We hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault. Yep. Shouldering the responsibility. Well, we can come along with him. Yeah. Yep. And what are you doing over there? Did she just come out the hatch? What's the little smile about? Some room to make changes on these details. Extensive testing. Mindful of the time, right? The conversation that we could hear only a bit of. Ah, she noticed Paimon. Yep. Hack everything up. Yeah. And then the medicine and yellow, the color. Those were probably both codes, right? as expected.
やっぱり彼らの嗅覚は鋭い。
Hmm.
ここまでたどり着けるなんて本当によかった。
I like smart people. Also like playing dumb.
複雑なことなんて
Being
全くわから
trusted.
ないキャラを演じるのも好き。
Hmm.
人に信頼されるって感じが
That's why she has psychology books.
どうしたのよ。ほら、人の表情を読めると何かと役に立
Read
つの。
human expressions. Hmm.
まずい、追いかけないと。
And then obviously, yeah, they just teleported him. They don't have him running the whole time, right?
失っちゃったぞ。あいつ足が
Or right out of sight, yeah.
公爵の執務室に先回りして
Yeah, they definitely just despawned his model and just are just going to spawn it here once we get in, right? Because they're not going to have him just run all the way and have us race him, basically. Because obviously players would beat that by being unorthodox. Yeah, okay. Making sure everything looked good. And this is going to be their heated confrontation. I'm going like, Risley, where the fuck? Yeah?
やれやれ。ここは一応公務を執り行う場なんだ。
Fortress's indoor
もう
management
少し振り切って
regulations?
もんを気にしてもらえないかな。
リネットはどうした？
ああ。彼女なら
Young
医務
miss
室
at
で
the
あったぞ。
infirmary.
片頭痛がするっていうか
Cup
ら
of tea.
お茶を振る舞ってやった。ちょうど
Uh-huh.
頭痛に効くお茶を持っていてな。
But you knew that this would bait him over
リネ
here.
をどこにやった？
聞
Take my
いた話による
salutes.
と、
Corpses are quite the
そりゃも
spectacle
う素晴らしいんだろう。リネットちゃん
from
の
another place
水
altogether.
槽から一瞬で別のところに移動するって。今振り返ったら、彼女
Here behind you right now.
振り返らせようとしてる。いや、僕を襲うつもりはないはず。人質は彼
Lynette
の
is probably still alive.
こうして雑談
Yeah.
を続けるってことは、リネットもおそらく死んでいない。君は僕たちが医務室を調査してるって知ってたんだろう。
Continue your
旅人はあそこに疑いの
investigation.
目を向
You'd
け
be
る
able
よ
to
う仕組ん
kidnap
で
Lynette.
僕たちに調査させるよう誘導した。それでリネットをさらうための隙を作ったんだ。
うん
フレミネの脱獄。いや、講師様さえ
Child's
も君は止
escape.
めなかった。
Let him go purge Fatui members.
君
You
はわ
had
ざとあ
blended
の
into
方を
your
逃がすことで
ranks.
ファデュイのスパイを取り除こうとしたんだろう。
そんなことをする必要はない。メロピデ要塞はいい場所だ。
Those with
ほ
personal
とんどの人は
agendas.
ここでの暮らしを楽しんでる。何かを企んでるやつ以外はな。その点、あんたらは分かりやすかった。
君はスパイを排除した上で
Moved our original
講師
members.
様が失
Spread
踪
the
した
news
と
of
いう
Child's
情報を
escape.
流したんだ。だからお父様は僕たちをここに
Omnipotent
送
and
る
in
ことになっ
control.
た。
Why would you need
フ
hostages?
レミニも君に捕まってるんじゃないかい？そこまでの手腕を持ちながらどうして人質なんかを取るんだ？
一つ訂正させてもらおう。
Rumine
リネット
is
ちゃんは
not
俺が預かってるが、フレミネ君はいない。
probably not willing
い
to
ない？
send anyone down there.
じゃあ
Right.
目的は一体？
おっと、ちょうどいいところに。人も揃ったし、これで何度も説明しなくて済む。協力
Where
に
are
感謝し
Lynette
よう
and Fremine?
熱心なことだ、旅人。残念だが、
Having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
お茶を飲んでるリネットちゃんだけでな。
Hmm.
あんたらの約束では、フレミネ君は今日帰って
Also
くるはず
returned
だ
at
った
the
だろ
fortress.
けど、今になっても姿を見せない。
The
かと
Forbidden
いって
Zone?
俺のところにもいない。さて、どこにいると思う？
君、まさかフレミネが海から戻れないよう何かした
Outside
んじゃ
in the sea. Hmm. Let's see. So yeah, Seguin working with Risley to trick us basically, right? Seems like that was the plan.
中と外をつなげるメロピデ要塞の扉を
To the
閉めた
outside
からさ。
world.
フレミネはダイビングが得意なんだし。
should be fine.
いや、僕たちはまだここにいる。フレミネはきっと何とかして戻ってこようとするはずだ。
I made a break for the
地上に
service.
戻ったなんて考えにくい。
俺がなぜこんなことをしたと思う？それはあんたと話をするためだ。
Some cards of
俺の
my
知る
own.
限り
Uh-huh.
リネ君は高名な魔術師だからな。有名人と交渉するにはそれなりの手札を用意しないといけない。それにあんたがリネットちゃんに言ってたことを覚えて、
Face-to-face
仕事に
meeting.
おいてもプライベートにおいても、メロピデ要塞の主に会ってみ
Yeah,
た
we also need to do an interview with you for Charlotte. So
僕たちが監獄に入る前から目をつけてたってだけだ。
before we even set foot in the
部下がたま
fortress.
たま耳にしただけさ。さて、そろそろはっきり言わせてもらうとしよう。あんたらとのお遊びは結構楽しめた。
Was in few days playing
目
games.
をつむってやろうとも考えたんだが、
Forbidden zone. Uh-huh.
禁域に侵入しようとしてるの
Because that's what you want to keep under
話は
wraps.
別だ。リネ君、あんたは今不利な状況にある。リネットちゃんは俺の
Slowly
ところ
being
にいるし、
pickled out there.
フレミネ君もまだ海の中。こちらが扉を開けなければ、
Yeah, that's the
彼
only
は
way
い
to
ずれ
put
大
it.
変なことになる。そこでだ。二人の安全と引き換え
Contact
に
your superior.
リネ君に一つだけ頼む。
Invite her over for a cup of tea.
あんたの上司に連絡
Are
してくれ。
Lakino and Risley meeting now?
彼女をお茶に誘えると一番いい。
お父様にふんどうしてお父様がそれに応じなきゃならないんだい？
可愛い我が子たちがこっちの手にあるからさ。
For her
三者
parents
面談に参
evening.
加してもらうには十分な理由だと思う
I
が。
don't know
あ
if
ん
she
たらハウスオブハウ
does
スの
care.
人間は
I think she
家
does to a
族
certain
みたいに
extent,
仲
but
がいいって聞いてるよ。
I think there's a lot that
応じてくれるだろう。
the Harbingers are willing to sacrifice for their goals.
お父様はなんで僕たちにメロピデ要塞のことを
A
処
no
理さ
man's
せてると
land.
思う？
Yep.
ここはほぼ無法地
A
帯だ。
Harbinger like father to come here in
尊い
person.
執行官であるお父様が自ら来るなんてことは絶対にない。
なるほど。ここがお気に召さない
Doesn't
という
care for my place here.
いい茶葉を
Like the
たくさん
tea
集めてる
collection.
んだがな。ヌビレット
Monsignor
さんやフリーナ
Nivelette
様に
and
も
Lady Farina.
結構プレゼントしてる。
君たちだけでお父様を傷つけられるとでも？僕にどんな圧力をかけようと僕たちを利用してお父様を脅迫するなんてこと絶対に許さない。
あんたら本当に頭が固いんだな。ただお父様と会って話がしたいだけな
And
の。
the fortress is
彼
secret.
女だってメロピデ要塞の秘密を知りたがってるんだろう。リネ君、もう一度チャンスをやろう。
If you
召
refuse,
使いをここに招待するか、あるいは
why do you have to do this? Or in the manner he's doing it is more accurate.
そうまでして。だっては当たり前のこ
The
とだと
two
思
has
う
been
が、
actively infiltrating my
はじめにメ
fortress.
ロピデ要塞に近づいてきたのは、
Yeah.
バデュイの方じゃないか。スパイを排除したのは警告のためだったが、それでもあんたらは引かなかった。だからこ
I mean,
うして、
To be fair,
あんたらの
Childe did go missing in your fortress first. So that's still an
リネットちゃ
issue.
んは自ら進んで俺の視界に入ってきたし、フレミネ君の脱獄も自発的なものだった。
But Childe
誰が
was the
どう見ても俺
instigating
の責
reason.
任じゃない。
So
だろ
should point to that.
僕たちのせいでお父様
Shouldn't ask father to do anything because of
5、
a countdown.
僕は
2、1。タイムオーバー。残念だ、リネ君。交渉決裂だ。お引き取り
Time for my
願う
afternoon
紳士
tea.
淑女の皆さん。俺は
Is he purposely provoking him here? Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more? Can't talk to Linny. You at least talk to us.
あんたら、何のトラブルもなく
Cousin
過ごせてきたのは、ヌビレットさんのおかげだって分かって
Done
る
my
よ。
best to stay out of your way.
あの人の依頼でここまで降りてきたんだ。俺もできるだけ邪魔しないようにしてきた。だが、それは別にあんた
Small
が
remote
好き勝
has
手
its
す
own
るた
set
め
of
の免
laws.
罪符じゃない。
Yeah.
狭いところには、狭いところなりのポリシーがある。
Please spare Fremine and Lynette. I want to save Fremine and Lynette too.
確かに、実力を持つ者にはもっと敬意を
Investigate my home turf. Thing or two about what you found. Okay, time to finally use the evidence.
随分と走り回ってきたんだろう。
Oh
その
boy.
調査の成果を見せてくれ。3つだ。
3
3
questions.
つの質問に正
Answer
解した
all of them correctly.
あんたの要求を飲もう。では第1問。
Hidden rules.
生産エリアの隠しルールに
And
つ
the
いて
one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row.
3日連続で労働をしては
Oh, we got a mystery
そ
meet,
の
so
裏にある真相は
can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. Should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Okay. What minigame this time? Break the rule of production that contains some strange meat. To view information.
昼飯前の30分
Memory is always
いつも誰もいない
empty half hour just before
この
lunch.
時間帯看護コンタ社の販売促進員が
Want a
何度
promoter?
も壁にぶつかったその理由は特別
Oh, is the red is the red not blood? Is it a Fanta product? That's what it could be.
シグインはいつも生
Serving
産
the
エリアの
prisoners?
近くで労働者を観
See
察
the
し
general state of a person's health.
彼女の目には人間の体の状態を見る能力
We
がある
will see it. Probably that
コン
one.
タ社の内部情報によると名前もパッケージも決まってない
Unnamed unpackaged
新
product.
商品の初回試飲が行われてる研究ノートにはこう
So
書い
that's
てあった
the pancreation ring one.
メリュ
would
ー
be
人
the
という
Fanta
種族
stuff.
は世界の感じ方が人間とは違うその
Aesthetics.
ためコリンズの話によれば鉄拳闘技大会は
Fanta company
コンタ社
sponsored.
の
Yep.
協賛で
I think probably this one.
いつも生産エリ
Under what circumstances does the meat appear? Here, right?
昼飯前の30分イム
Why does it appear in the way it does? Oh, the
研究
aesthetics?
ノートにはこう書いてあったメリュジーヌという種族は
Aesthetics that appears rather strange and alien.
そのため
So she gives them something basically to try to help, and the meat looks really weird then. Is that it?
なるほど。わかったぞ。
Yeah, that's definitely a strange one there.
生産エリアの隠しルール
Putting all the clues together. Oh, she got her glasses. Wait, she smuggled those in?
をもし破れば
The glasses and the
サービス職に不気味な肉が出てくる。
mustache. Supposed to work 3 days in a row. We get strange meat.
最初はこの肉が失踪した人と
Something to do with the
関係
people who
してるんじゃない
disappeared.
かって思ったけど
Prepared by Seagreen, the head nurse. Yep,
看護師長のシグインが用意したものなんじゃないか。
Seagreen.
シグインはよく生産エリアに
Workers'
行っ
health
て
makes note of anyone who's worn themselves
観
out.
察してる。3日連続で働いて疲れが溜まってるやつがいたら、シグインはそれに気づくんだ。で、あいつは親切心
Sense
と
of
看護師
duty,
長として
genuine
の責
concern.
任感から、お昼ご飯の
Cafeteria
前
right
に
before
特別
lunch
手
cooks an
形
extra
を入れて
dish.
料理をする。
Use the stamina
そして
boost.
疲れた人のために追加の一品を作ってるんだ。このサプライズは
Best intentions with their surprise gift.
シグインはみんなにバレたく
However,
ないと考えてる。けど、
it looks weird because she's
メリュ
amazing.
ジーヌっていう種族は世界の感じ方も
Aesthetics is even more alien to
も
us.
人間と大きく違う。
Okay, well that's one. Definitely answered.
特別であるはずのサービス者も
Lovely prepared
失
special
った人から
meals.
すると
Cannot taste the care within. Just freak out. Yep.
だからそこに込められた心を全く感じられなかったってわけだ。おいらのこの回答どうだ？
おお、
Not
な
bad.
るほど。
Seagreen secret. Guess her
市
intention's
民看
correct.
護師長のことに気づいた上にその意図も見抜いた。看護師長の人間に対する愛が無駄にならなかったとい
Okay,
うわけ。
now it's the Pancaration ring, right?
2問目は鉄拳闘技場の隠しルールについてだ。
Not allowed to support both
両方の
sides.
選手の投票権を同時に買ってはいけない。その裏にある真相は
It rules the Pancration ring. I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning. It contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I've found and come up with the correct answer. You violate the hidden rules, just in a bag, yep. Who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid? It's definitely not
フォン
seen.
タ社の内部情報によると、名
A
前
name
もパッケー
unpackaged
ジも決まってない
product.
新商品の初
Undergo
回試験
trial,
が
yeah.
行われてる。
So who sent the package?
フォンタ社の販売促進委員は何度も壁にぶつかった。その理由は特別許可権の価値を軽んじていたから。コリンズの話によれば、鉄拳闘技大会はフォンタ社の協賛で開催。
It's one of these, so... Why does a strange blood-colored fluid look the way it does?
フォンタ社の内部情報によると、名前もパッ
Why do only those who buy tickets to support both fighters receive the package? Because they're wasting tickets anyway, right? No, not that.
フ
This,
ォンタ社
there
の
we go.
販売
Yep.
促進委員は何度も壁にぶつかった。
Real value of
そ
coupons.
の理由は
Idiots who don't understand the value of coupons. Yep, so that's why it gets sent to
公
them.
職は
There we go. Hypothesis correct.
これも別に
Really was nothing to be afraid of. So far, at
鉄
least.
拳
Yeah.
闘技場の隠しルールは
Not supposed to bet on
両
both
方の選手の
boxers.
投票権を同時に買っちゃいけないってものだ。瓶に入った液体を初めて見た
Subconsciously, you can associate
思わ
with
ずそれ
with the
を
missing
失踪
boxer.
した選
Yeah,
手と結
the
びつ
masked
けて
one,
怖
right?
くなったけど、実際は名前もパッケージ
Bottle
も
of the
決まって
latest
ない
yet to be named and
フォンタ
packaged
社の
new
新商
Fonta
品なん
trial
かだったんじゃ
product.
ないか。血みたいな飲み
Blood
物
red drink.
通りで開発者たちの間で疑問の声が上がったわけだ
If you used to color drinks, it's not that disturbing, but yeah, Genshin World, it definitely would be.
人々の反応を
Backlash
見
from
る
his
こ
own
とにした。
staff, smaller
そ
scale.
いつらはメロピデ要塞に来ると闘技大会
There's
に
their
挑
new
戦したん
product.
だ。
Who refused to even entertain the
そ
idea?
の機会を利用して反則を考え
Yeah.
た。けどある壁にぶつかってしまう。それが公爵だ。メロピデ要塞において
Valuable
特別
coupons
許
on
可
the
権は
fortress.
貴重なもの。
Total idiots.
だから公爵
Mhm.
はその価値を知らない愚か者しかフォンタ社の飲み物を買わないと考えた。
Glasses are so funny.
そして闘技大会で両
Prove
方
their
の選手の
stupidity
投
by
票
being
権
dumb
を
enough
買
to
う
bet
人
on
は
two opposing
明
sides
ら
of
か
the
に
same
その条
match.
件に
Mhm.
合う愚か者ってわけだ。
その件をそこまで調べ上げるとはな。
This mystery to light.
あんたの実力を認めざるを得ないよう
Mm-hmm.
だ。だが、あんたらの話を聞く
A
限り、
bit too careless with his
そのフォン
words.
タ社の販売
Reconsider my
い
collaboration.
ささかおしゃべりらしい。
うん
彼らとの協力を見直した方がいいな。それじゃあ最後。
Secret behind our head nurse. All of her patients in the infirmary.
医務室にいる患者たちと、
Okay, well, this is one we actually haven't solved yet.
彼
So,
らは一体どんな秘密を隠している？
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
僕たちはそれの調査中だったんだ。真相を知るはず
Haven't
ない。
finished our investigation.
それが分かってておちょくってるんだろう。
Oh,
最
uh-oh.
初から助ける気なんてなかったんじゃないか。
Linny. Linny.
報いを受けろ。
Uh-oh, yeah. Oh, shot by something. It looked like it came from next to us, right?
危ない危ない。
Yep,
看護師
seeming.
長の銃のおかげで助かった。
なんてことないよ、公爵。看護師長？この銃はおもちゃに見えるけど、
Has like a dart
ちゃん
gun.
と使えるのよ。
Fully functional.
シグブイ。
Oh, and is it like a knockout dart? Yeah. Are you his accomplice in all this? In all... Are you his accomplice in all this?
勘違いしてるみたいね。
Merely a
うちは
resident.
メロピデ要塞の一員だから、メロピデ要塞を守るのがうちの責務なの。
Monsieur Nouvelet. Take care of the well-being of everyone. Right, we need to find out why she's human-looking instead of looking like the rest of the Melusines. Or more humanoid than them, right? Should be looking after as well. If you're close with Nouvelet, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him? Done to protect them. Or more dire straits right now. Proving my innocence. Just wait another minute or two. Nearly time after all. Way you do things can be frustrating sometimes. Talking some sense into you. So even she's like, hey, your way of doing things is kind of dumb. One more minute. Two more visitors. Oh, is this going to be Lynette and Freminet? Miss Lynette in your care. Or someone else, so maybe this is where Nouvelet shows up? To the fortress? With Arlecchino? Maybe Farina? A familiar figure bursts into the room. Oh, Chlorinde. And do they have a history then? Ah, there's Freminet. Work. Yeah. Not here for pleasantries. Sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. Tranquilizing effect. Yeah, sorry about shooting you. Wasn't he diving just outside the fortress? These symptoms, it can't be. Consume primordial seawater. Okay, but not enough to dissolve in. Oh, is it similar to the synth or whatever, right? Like basically a drug where it's not dissolving him, but it's doing that. Its effects. Yeah. Don't worry, Linny. He's not going to dissolve. He's probably just on one wild bender right now. Oh, that probably means that the forbidden area that Childe went into has primordial seawater in it. And, while Childe's not from Fontaine, we don't super know what will happen if he gets a bunch like that. From a thorough checkup. Yeah. Because it increases your hypersensitivity to hydro. So maybe it would just let him connect with the big whale in his dreams better. Try to understand the situation of the people around. Okay, good. Yeah, no, so far, Act 4, not disappointing at all. A lot of the things are starting to come together. We're using the stuff that we did in Act 3, which is great. So let's see what the climax is like. Because hopefully it can be very good. Linny's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch Freminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Freminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Freminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Freminet will be okay. Acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. It's not critical. Is it maybe because of visions? Would a vision help you? Yeah, would a vision help not being dissolved? Single clinic in the fortress.
だから仕方なくって。
メロピデ要塞から脱出した後、どうして
How
大
could
会
that
の水を
possibly
摂取する
happen?
ことに、どういった経緯が。
フレミネさんをちょっと見ててもらえる？薬品と
It's
呼
some
吸器を
medicine
買
and
って
a
くるから。
respirator.
それと、リネットさんを連れてくるね。
リネットはどこに？無事なんだね。
彼女は麻酔を打た
Took
れ
a
て、
nap in an
空
empty
き部屋で寝
room
てる時
after
よ。
I tranquilized
そろ
her.
そろ起きる頃だと思う。
Waking up right now.
信じてもらえないかもしれないけど、
Made some snacks and tea for her.
本当にお茶と
Poor
お菓子を
Lynette.
用意
She's
し
just
てた
waking
の。
up in like a different room going like, what the fuck's going on? Why is there tea and biscuits here? Then he has finally begun to stop. Sorry. Then he has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts what Sigrid just said. Okay. So that's being resolved. But obviously he still feels responsible for Fremine's condition. And you too. Lauren
その顔は十分早く戻ってきたと思う
and
けど。
Risley.
AI
They seem like they have
は
past
時間
history.
通りだなと感心してただけさ。
Forced to shoot
もう
Mr.
少し遅か
Linney
ったら
again.
看護師長はリネ君にもう一発撃たなければならなかったからな。んで
Situation out there.
水質が変わった。
Water has changed.
予想とほぼ同じで、
Concentration
原
has
始大海の
increased
水の濃度が
significantly.
明らかに上昇してる。私みたいに短時間なら
Only
平
out
気
for
だ
a
けど、
short time.
長く水中にいるとあんな風になってしまう。
彼を見つけた場所は
Where was he?
パイプの突き当たり
The
にある
abandoned
排気
zone
よ
at the end of the pipes.
り水の
Good
中に入って
distance
から
into the water.
少し離れたところだった。
思っていたより近い。
Closer than I thought.
フレミネ君
Tried
は
to swim
早い
back.
段階で異常に気づいて引き返したんだろう。
扉を閉じたのは正解だった。
Locking the door was
もう
necessary.
一人ここから出ていたら
Could have
助
saved
けられな
two.
かったかもしれない。
こっちは善意でやったって言ったのに、誰も信じてくれなかったんだ
I
ぜ。
mean, we would be probably fine, though, right? We could go through the water. Again, they could have just sent us diving. Probably would have been able to be alright, but sure.
ヌビレッ
Never
ト
seems
様
to
なら
work.
信じてくれたかもしれない。
Work on Newland.
あの人はどう見てもマイ
Good
ナスな状
intentions,
況か
even when the
ら
outcomes were
好
all
意的な
terrible.
動機を導き出せるから。
ふうもういい。
Lead your case to
紅
Newland.
茶でもどうだ？
Some tea?
私は不要だ。自分が飲みたいならそう言えばいい。
はい。
He's a tea man himself.
俺はお茶を飲むが。あんたもついでに一杯どうだ？
付き合ってもいい。
Do you have a
ところ
towel?
で、
Mm.
タオルはある？
Yep.
髪
Oh, we
を
had to
拭きたい
dive
んだ
in to grab Remine. Okay. So what do we do about this now? Primordial seawater, pretty bad. So, well, for residents of Fontaine at least.
みんなここにいるから。
We'll be fine. And Child's probably okay.
どこか具合が悪いところは？
And they're heading up.
手足に力が入らない。
Yeah, the
多分麻酔の
tranquilizer.
影響が残ってる。
ただい
And there's the net.
ま。お兄ちゃん、旅人、パイモン、
Yep.
フレミネ。フレミネは無事よ。ちょっと起こすの手伝って。
Linny and Lynette immediately come to lift Remine up with their help. Okay. Already conscious, which is good. And back unconscious.
手を貸して。フレミネさんを医務室まで運んでくれる？
僕がやるよ。リネット、一緒に行こ
旅人、君も心配そうだから。
Sure, I guess. Yeah. Very well.
公爵とクロリンでは
Yeah, we still didn't solve the truth behind Sigrid and her
お茶でもしてるのね。
assistants, right? Get some tea, explain the truth in a bit.
本当のことを必ず説明してくれるはずよ。
Okay.
クロリンデさんも海から戻
Yep.
ったばかりだから。
Rescuing Fremine. Chlorine saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Okay. Well. Will they actually be up here or? Ah, they are.
砂糖は入れるか？
Sugar-free tea?
結構だ。
No sugar. Okay. Just a very skippable line. Yep, so now we're heading to the infirmary, right? Let's get on over there. Yeah, might as well. Let's TP up so we don't have to ride the elevator. Okay, almost there. Don't know who that is. I noticed as soon as New Roulette came out, a bunch of people were trying to join, trying to get the resources for him. Always happens with new characters though, so used to it at this point.
リネ。リネット。
Yep.
みんなここにいるよ。ここは
Ah, in the infirmary.
メロビデ要塞の医務室なのよ。フレミネさん、もう危険な状態はほぼなしだから安心して。
No longer in any danger.
気分はどうだ？辛かったら無理。旅人にパイも。
Yeah, it's been a while. Last time we talked about the Hydro Dragon.
そうだ。海水。
Something wrong with the seawater. Oh.
慌てないで。その話は体調が良くなってからにしよ
う。聞いて。
Really serious.
とても危険な状況だ。
Primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater.
水が混ざってる。原因はまだ
No
わ
one
からな
should
いけど
touch it.
あの水には絶対に触れないで。
What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
パイプ。そうだ。パイプ。
Okay.
思い出した。
Flashback time? Yeah, going up the ladder, right? Oh, are we playing as Fremine? Fremine POV? Seems like we are. Getting a little bit of a loading screen. Get some water. I was gonna turn on the fan. Just on low. Get the air moving. Getting a little hot in here. But it's been about an hour and a half, so that's good. Hasn't been using a long time. Hey, is this now like its own little domain that we explore as Fremine? That'd be cool. Or just cutscene. Now, where could Childe be? Hey, we're playing as the boy. Yeah, can't be there. Oh, is he using the bell? No, okay. They gave him a sacrificial. Or royal? Is it royal or sacrificial? Royal. Okay, it has, yeah, it's the exact same model as sacrificial, just different color scheme. And I've never seen a leveled up royal greatsword because, you know, don't have battle pass weapons. Tampered with. Ye have done it. Okay. Newman Uzi. Right, rotate. Yeah, we can get up now. Okay. And now we need to rotate it again. nothing. Doesn't look like there's any chests for us to grab here. Ah, that's a big door down there. Okay, anyway. Getting stuck on something. Okay. So does it have to be turned down there then? Yeah, so start it, turn it down there. And then make it go back up. There we go. Easy peasy. And then we'll run back on over. Like the music for this little domain. Just seeing if we had any location on the map. Don't think we do. Okay. Another little jump down. This is where the water starts. Probably dived into the water. Ooh, we're gonna have an underwater section as well as swimming? Yep, okay, cool. Like that. Definitely always good when they mix things up like this. A bit more sparse. Person must have left them in recently. Traces are gone. Ah, and then this is where you start feeling the water. Yeah. So we didn't even get that far. Then where did Childe go from here? Well, if he started getting... Yeah, if Childe started getting affected by the seawater at this point, then that could be why. And I don't think he dissolved, but maybe he's in contact with that fucking big-ass whale. Or transforming. Oh, we're getting our health drained. But yeah, maybe Childe having another transformation. Be interesting, because we've seen Foul Legacy before. So, it might be that, continuation of that, or something else. You were like half health. Could have made it to the shore. Yeah, you're almost there. Just dash a few times. Oh, and there's Chlorinde. Yep. She's also Fontaine native, right? So she would also be affected if she stayed in or went too far. Now we're going back to the fortress. So. Show your phone vanished. No idea where Childe could have gone. No obvious place for him to have disappeared to. Nice note. Sometime after that.
クロリンデがお前を助けたんだぜ。でも
Why she
俺ら
just
たち
suddenly
もどういう
appeared?
経緯
And
で
why she went
あ
out
い
to
つがメロ
save
ビ
you?
デよ。
クロリンデさんがお礼を言わなきゃ。
もう少し休んでから行った方がいい。フレミクロリンデさんはお客さんとしてあと数
As a
日
guest
こ
for
こにいるはず
another
よ。
few days.
リネットさんの言う通り急ぐ。
お客さんって
Risley was the one who invited her to come down here.
この件
Explain
については
better than me.
うちじゃなくて公
Yep,
職に
you
直
guys
接
can
聞
stay
いた方が
here.
いいかな。
I'll talk
あ
with
な
him.
たなら
Got
きっ
it.
とうち
I'll
よ
go
り
talk
深
to
く
him.
説明できるか。そうだな。そろそろ
Actually told us what's
はっ
going
きり
on.
説明してもらわないと。
いや
Yeah.
君たちだけで行ってきてくれるかな。
Also probably doesn't want to interfere in the conversation.
お兄ちゃん。
今は安全だって頭では分かってるけど離れられないよ。リネットもフレミニも。
わかった。じゃあしばらくこのまま一緒に。なら医務室は君たちに任せていいかしら。うちは旅人とちょっと出かけてくる。
ありがとう。
Teleporting us or not running on back? Okay. Go to the Duke's office. We'll do. We'll just TP over here and then jump on down.
冒険だ冒険。
Giant fucking impractical doors. Those would be a pain to move all the time. Well, I guess no one's sneaky about getting in with doors like that. Hey, you two. Still having your tea, or already finished?
今いいかしら。
ああ、どうやらフレミニ君の容体は落ち着いたようだ。
もちろん。じゃなきゃ医務室を離れたりしないのよ。
で、
Now I'm getting the fan art of her with the gun as well. Go commit a
看護師長は
crime.
何しに
Oh man. Twitter's fucking great for art. Art and shitposts. Those are the two things I like about Twitter. Purpose of your visit.
クロリンデさんの様子を見に来たの。
Check up on Miss Chloe. Yeah. If you had any
特
sea
に問
water.
題はない。
Primordial
できれば
sea water.
一度診察させて。すぐ終わるから。
Just a few minutes. And that'll leave us alone with Risley, right?
わかった。感謝する。じゃあ私は先に。
そろそろ弁解してくれるよ
I'm just done with him.
弁解その言い方
Word
は
choice
気
of
に入らない
explain.
な
Uh-huh.
説明
Because that means that
ってこと
you're
ではない
guilty of something. Please enlighten us as much as you'd like.
だがどこから話したものか。
Any questions you
う
have.
んあんたらが
Whichever
最も
one you'd like to
知り
get
たい
answered
こと
the
からにし
most.
ようさあ、
おう。じゃあ聞かせ
You
て
know
もらお
about
うぜ。
Linny's goals from the very
お
beginning.
前は。
いいや
The two operatives sent by the knave
召使いの命令で
made progress on
メロ
your
ディ要塞に潜
investigation.
入したことしか知らなかった具体的な目的は
Yeah, you know, one of your prisoners going missing, especially
目的も知ら
a
なかったのに。
harbinger is a pretty big
わ
deal.
ざわざ警戒してた
Stay
の
ahead of them. They know what
彼
they're
ら
trying
が
to
現れた理由は決していいもんじゃない
discerning what
ほ
that
ら
kind of
こういうの
behavior
に鼻が利いて
signals.
な
Why didn't you stop them?
最初は講師がなぜ
Investigate
失踪したのか
Childe's
調べるのが
disappearance.
目的だと思ってたからな
But they're also investigating the location of the Gnosis,
俺
right?
が彼を逃が
That's
したと
part of it.
考えていたようだが俺らは彼の行動を
Nothing to
止めもしな
help
け
or
れば
hinder.
容認もしていなかったというのが正しい
Hmm.
講
But
師は
yeah,
おのずと協力者を見
They're
つけ
trying to
て
find the Gnosis, right? Because there's like, oh, Arlecchino said the Gnosis wasn't on Farina. So we're just checking here as a possibility for where the Gnosis could be.
フォンテーヌで失踪した
Fellow Harbinger's unexplained
きっ
disappearance.
と召使いはそれをネタにするだろう
Yeah, that's understandable.
あの執行官がどこに行ったの
Quite
かちょうど気になってい
curious.
た
All I
どっちみ
care
ち調
about
べ
is
る
the
必要
answer.
があるのならファデュイの人間に調べてもらった方が得だろ俺はただ 結果を待てばいいんだからな。
漁夫の利ってわけか。
Would just do your work for you. Yep. He wants to be a
別に
slacker.
構わないだろう。まあ、
He's just not
そ
able
の後の
to,
状況が変わった
from
の
what
は
I've
少し
seen.
残念だったが、
Primordial seawater
おそらく
is on the rise.
フレミネ君からも聞いてるはずだ。
Hmm.
メロピデ要塞周辺の海水に変化が起きてるとな。
And is that what Seguin was trying to deal with? Her and her assistants? Just trying to figure out some way to solve that issue. Forbidden Zone has been Lean's target, roped into that, intervening in consider safety, tangled in more irksome matters.
俺も手を出し始めたってわけさ。
お前が昔犯罪者だった
Also a
って
former
噂
criminal?
は本当なのか？
何を言ってる？
Put it like that.
俺はメロピデ要塞の管理者であって。
Kind of sentence unto itself. Another form of
するの
prison.
と何ら変わりないだろう。
Support from the rest of the inmates.
ただここの者たちが俺に服従してるだけだ。
So, you are.
では誰が呼んだんだ？
You invited Clorin down here.
俺
Yep.
だ。
Paid her good
金を
mora
出して
for
彼
some
女に
field
メロピ
work.
デ要塞まで出張に来てもらっ
Yep.
た。
So that's why she said it was
クロリンデ
work.
さんは決闘代理人。
Independent party.
つまり第三の勢力だ。
Get through the impending
今
crisis.
後起こりうる危機をどうにかするには、
Like the black and white with the vision being the only thing colored there. It's cool.
例えば
Saving from an
助
egg.
けるとかか？
あ、そう理解してくれていい。フレミネ君は
Oh, he
確
would
かに
have found the
優秀
missing
だ。
harbinger already.
あんなに劣悪な条件じゃなければ、今頃失踪した人に追いついてただろう。
So the Forbidden Zone really exists. What's inside of it?
それはあんたには関係ない。
Not something
ヌ
you
ビレ
should
ッ
be
トさん
asking
の依頼
after.
も講師の
Only
行方を
Childe's
つかむことだ
whereabouts.
けだったはずだ。
Uh-huh.
俺は金域が講師の失踪と関係ないことだけを証明すればいい。
Not really. No,
フレミネ君はま
it's
さ
still
にその
suspicious.
証人だろう。
けどオイラたちの調査は
There's
もう
something
今
wrong
ま
with
で進んでたんだ。
infirmary.
それにお前が
Answer our
さっき
last
あれこれ
question.
質問。
おっと悪い。そんなに答えが
No, the answer so badly.
そりゃそうだろう。
It's gonna be something dumb.
目を背けたくなるような真実
Or
で
is
あ
it?
っても
He's being more serious. Yes.
ついてこい。
Okay. Follow me. I mean, is it others that have been affected by primordial seawater? So memories, stuff like that? Yep, there it is. The first time I came in here, I used elemental sight, and you're able to see that there's a hidden door there.
しかも地下室まであるぞ。
Pretty good hiding stuff.
こんなの
Not
隠してたな。
when you can highlight it with elemental sight and see it in your vision. Then it's like, oh, we're going down there eventually. And that was early on. I actually almost completely forgot about it since it had been so long since we came in here and used it. But yeah. Yep. Knew about that. Knew there was a hidden corridor.
ここはメロピデ要塞だ。それを忘れてもらっちゃ困る。
Yeah. Because you could literally just walk into here. And Risley wouldn't be in here, right? That's why I came in here. It was like, oh, maybe you can interact with him. But if you use elemental sight, it just highlighted this whole portion and you're like, huh, that's not suspicious. And again, big door there, so what's behind
真ん
that
中の円
door?
盤に立ってくれ。
Okay.
まさか何か
Secret
秘密の
mechanism?
仕掛けがあるのか？
Wow! Yep. Slowly move downwards. Mhm.
ここが禁域か？
This is the Forbidden
こ
Zone.
んな奥まったところに隠
Doesn't
して
seem
あるの
anything
に。
special.
見
And
た
that
感
is
じ特別すごいでかい
a huge door.
これと似た扉が合計で3つある。
Isolation
通常
gates.
であれば誰も足を踏み入れられない区域。
Forbidden Zone. The only one allowed to go inside.
その名の通り、
Hmm.
まさに禁域ってわけさ。
Are those what's
だがあんたら
holding
は
the
きっと
seawater?
ここの情報を
Low Fatui
ファデュイの
friends.
子たちにも共有するんだろう
Eh,
な。
maybe.
まあ
Maybe
確か
not.
に隠そうとは思ってない
Wasn't
け
thinking
ど
of keeping anything from them
そうすべきかどう
till
か
you've seen the whole truth in this
ここを見て
place.
から決めるといい。
Again, if Seawater got out, we wouldn't be too panicked. It would just be everyone else in the fortress we'd be worried about.
横にスイッチがあるぞ。
下がっていろ。
Okay. Yep, in 3 in a row. Ah, that lighting definitely makes me think of Primordial Sea.
だぞ。
Went up one by one. What's that in the middle of the room?
近づいてみるといい。
Have a look. Hmm. Yep. It's 3 big doors. Oh, is that the Gnosis? This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room. Looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
メロピデ要塞の管理を引き受けてから、
What
俺は
lies
ずっと不
beyond
思
that
議に思って
gate?
いた。
Recklessly
このゲート
open
の裏
it.
には一体
Ignore
何が
any potential danger. Okay, so it's not the Gnosis,
考えなしに
probably.
開けるのは賢明な
But is
行
this
動
the
じゃない
origin of primordial seawater stuff?
この裏に隠された謎を解き明かさないのはリスクを放置し
A
て
little
る
bit of
の
an
と
awkward
同
shot
じ
here, but
ここが俺の管理下になってから今までこのゲートの
haven't
メーターが動い
budged
たこ
since
と
they
は
when
な
I
い
first laid eyes on this
それ
place.
がここ1年で
Upwards
そ
from the
の針
original
が静
position.
かに回り始めてるおそらく何ら
Hmm.
かのデータにわずかな変
The
化が生じた
concentration of primordial seawater? Or just
普段なら
that in
見逃
general
してたが
related to it?
その時はちょうど暇だったんでな
The reading could be tracking.
少しばかり時間をかけて調べてみた
Water pressure, the temperature.
あんたらはこれが何の
Something related to
データだ
water,
と
but
思う
the temperature, the water pressure?
ああ、合理的な推測だ。俺もそう考え
Tracking something less ordinary.
だがな、
The primordial
そんなありきたり
seawater,
なもんじゃない。
right?
温度は気候の変化によって
Vary
簡
with
単に
weather
変
and
わる
climate.
つまり、
Water pressure is more
温度よ
likely.
りも水圧の方が可能
Readings
性は
didn't
高
change
い
at all.
だから、俺は試しに外部から圧力を加えてみた。だが、それに変化はなかった。そこで俺は別の可能性に思い至った。原始大会の水
Yeah,
と関係がある
primordial
ん
sea.
じゃないかと思ってな。その予想をもとに俺はある準備を始めた。このメーターの針は、ここ
It's moved
2日でま
again.
た動き始めてる。そしてあの潜水士が帰ってきた時の
Concentration of
症状を見て俺
primordial
は確信
seawater
した
in the seawater nearby.
これは
Yep.
原始大会の
Okay,
水の濃
so
度を
what
測るものだ
can we
から
do about it?
濃度？でもここって海
Already
底
under
だ
the
ぞ。
sea,
問題はそこだ。俺たちは海底
bottom
にい
of
る
the sea, surrounded by toxic seawater.
大海の水が
Got
混ざり
mixed
その
in,
濃度が徐々に
concentration
上
is
がって
rising.
きてるんだ。
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea?
ああ、その可能性が高い。
でもオイラたち、いや、
Not
海
even
でかかっ
Nouvellette
ちゃって
knows where the
原始大
primordial
会
sea
がどこ
could
にある
be.
のか知らないんだぞ。
Find and plug a leak.
どうやら気づいたようだ。まさにその通り。
Directly underneath
こ
this
のゲー
sluice
トの
gate,
向こうには原始大会があると俺は考え
risen
る。
significantly.
何らかの理由でゲートの裏に存
The
在する
entirety
大
of
海
the
の水
primordial
が大幅に
sea.
上
Damn.
昇してるんだろう。
Very close to us.
俺、現在メーターは
We're
赤。
now red,
ゲートはまだ存在しちゃいるが、
where it leaked
大
out
海の
and
水
mixed in
の
the
一
sea
部が海
around
底から
us.
漏れ出て海水に混ざり始めてる。このままだと、いずれ下の水
No
をせ
longer
き
be
止め
able
る
to
こと
hold
が
back
で
the
きな
sea.
くなるだろう。
Which, that's the cutscene that we saw, right? Risley running away and then Nouvellette having to stop it. Because it's like, oh boy, that gets out. Bye-bye, everyone but us, basically. And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
ああ、大海の水は原始大
Turn
海に
into
由来する
puddles.
ものだと、フォンテーヌの伝説では語られてる。もしここが決壊すればフォンテーヌに住む奴らは全員たった一夜にして水になるだろう。
でも妙じゃないか。
Just too weird.
なんでメロピデ要
Shouldn't
塞
there
は
probably be built above a sluice gate for primordial sea? Who built this place?
その顔を見るに
Part of a vast, complicated conspiracy.
だが実際のところ
Exceedingly boring.
事実はあんたが想像してるもんより単純かもしれない。俺がこのことに気づくまで、禁域の秘密を知る者はフォンテーヌにいなかった。
Long forgotten by the nation.
ただ、それだけだ。メロピデ要塞には本当の
No single
意味での
founder.
創設者がいない。今から話す噂も、昔ここに集まった奴らが残したもんだ。仙台水
People just
神のエレ
building
ニア
on
が
top of old
まだ
shit.
その座にいた頃、
Algeria,
罪を
yep.
犯したフォンテーヌ人は、追
All
放される
convicted
のが
criminals
考
were
えていた。
exiled. Criminals
人
away.
々は狼の群れから仲間を駆逐するかのように犯罪者を追い出した。
And did they start
犯
building
罪
this
者は
place?
何の同情も得られない。
The
これが
desolate
普通。
seaside.
荒れ果てた海辺に追放され、苦難や寒さ、痛
Okay.
みを味わうことになる。だが一部の人間は悔い
Began
改
to
め、
repent. Prayed
手
to
に
the
入れながら
Hydra
自分にできることはないかと、
Go guard my secret. Deep underneath the
水神は
waves.
彼らの渇望に憐れみを覚え、こう言ったらしい。
Yeah, then this was probably the first thing built. And then the rest of the fortress on top of it. And
彼
expanded
らは
out.
水神の力を借り、海の底に集った。
Began to build a fortress.
協力して築き上げたのがこの要塞だ。
Yeah.
彼らはここに住み着き、
So it's basically a mini city down
受
here.
け入れていった。追放者が増えていくにつれ、より多くの者が彼らと同じ道を歩んだ。
Unfinished fortress of their successors.
最初のメンバーたちは死ぬ前に、
Yep.
当時まだ完成していなかったメロピデ要塞を他の追放者に託したという。仙台水神は遠く離れたところから力を貸し、そのおかげ
Team
も
growing
あって
ever larger.
追放者たちの要塞は
Sinner's
より
only
大きなものとなった。海の底にあり、太陽から遠く離れたメロピデ要塞。そこ
Born
は罪人
sinners,
たちに
right?
とって
Haven't seen that
唯一の安息の
word
地
in
と
a
なった
while.
だからここの人間
And it's like, oh, all in
メロピ
Fontaine
デ
are
要
born with
塞を
sin.
監獄とは呼ばない。
Fortress
彼
as
ら
a
は
prison.
信じてるんだ。
Repenting sinners.
自分たちは今、罪を償っている。だが後にそいつらは気づく。
It was a lonely
メロピデ要
place.
塞は孤独の地なのだと。彼らはここの生活に染まっていき、水の上の世界とは徐々に疎遠になっていった。刑期を終えた後、ここを去らずに
Some
残る
left,
者も
others chose to stay.
残った者はこの地で感
Fade
触を
away
つけ
with the
て、
ancient secrets of the
その枯
past.
れた魂が太古の秘密とともに消えていくことに身を任せた。数百年が過ぎ、
Many, many centuries.
メロピデ要塞が何のために建造されたの
Integral
かを知る
pillar
者
of
は
Fontainian
多数
society. Criminals
ここ
deserve
は
to
は
be
るか
sent.
昔から存在し、犯罪者が流れ着く場所だと人々はそうとだけ考えてる。
Yeah.
たまに
And
年を取った
current
研究者が
Hydra
罪を
archive, similar
犯し、
to Nikita, would be last 500 years, so
俺はある年を
probably
経
before
歴史
that,
学者
so
から
maybe
こういった話を
600,
聞いて
700
きた。
years ago?
だが
One law or
他の奴
another
はこの話をあの学者の妄想だと思ってる。
made it all up.
お前は確信してるんだな。その話は全て真実だってことを。
Every part is
Ah.
true.
もしいつか
Everyone will be
このゲー
dissolved
トが
into
撤
the
退す
sea.
る。あの予言のように全ての人が水に溶けるだろ
Do you believe in prophecies?
う。どちらかといえば俺はそれほど
Not
信じちゃいない。
Hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
全てのことが予言の内容と重なっ
Yep.
てる。
Doesn't really matter if you believe or not if it's happening right in front of you.
耳にした
Troublesome
だけで
things.
一度目の恐怖を叩きつけられる。そしてその兆しが
Witnessing
現
in
れ
real time the
ば二
third.
度目の恐怖を。それが現実
So,
となった
as the Duke
三
of
度目。
Maripide, just what do you plan to do about it?
場所を変えよ
Show you
う。あるも
something.
のを見せてやる。
Okay. Hmm. Well, now it seems easy enough to try to stop it from happening, right? It's like it's not just a, "Ew, it's a thing happening, oh no." It's a, oh no, this is a very specific place. And if we can stop it or contain it to the fortress, and make sure it won't affect the rest of the Fontaine, then we can do it. We can solve it, but
公爵ちょうどいいところにいらっしゃ
yeah,
いました
they're involved
最
with
新のデー
seeing
タは
and
すでに
mhm.
待ってください、ジュリエ。他の人が。あれ
Yep.
慌てるな。
Already told them about her plan.
なんですって誰にも計画を漏らしてはいけないと
Yeah,
おっしゃってい
sorry
ましたよ
about
ね
that.
そうですよ。
That's why former researchers, right?
この人たちは信用できるんですか。
Decently
結
trustworthy.
果はもう目に見えてるだろう。
Already know
こ
more
の
than
二
you
人
could
はあ
ever
んたらが
imagine.
思ってる以上に情報を知って
Yeah, in certain ways.
わかりました。あなたがそこまでおっしゃ
There's
る
some
のなら
stuff for sure.
そうですね
Harmless
二
enough.
人から悪意は感じませんし、
うん
多分信じてもいいのでしょう。
さて、改めて紹介しよう。
Highest ranked researchers. Yep. Work under
フォンテー
Edwin.
ヌ科学院で最高位の研究員の
I think we did from the World Quest, right?
昔
Edwin.
はエドウィン君の
Yeah,
元で
we
働い
have.
てた。そりゃよかった。説明する手間が省けた。
Sure.
彼の専攻はアルケウムと
Yep.
重力機械。
Arcane and gravimeters.
ジュリエ君はその助手で関連技術が頭
Technical
に入ってる。
assistant.
まさか
Blow up the fortress of Meribide.
ほう。
What a
そりゃ
lovely
魅力的な
idea.
言葉だな。つい
He's like,
想
I'm
像し
so
た。
tired of being here, man.
僕もちょっと心が動きかけたかも。
皆さん変なことを考えないよ
So that's not the plan.
この真面目なのがルールビス。
Taskmaster
同じく俺が雇った技術顧問だ。
used to be Jurio's assistant.
ジュ
Uh-huh.
リエ君はエドウィン君
So
の助手で
assistant of the assistant.
そして彼女はもともとジュリエ君の助手だった。
そんなことってあ
They together. Was that really necessary?
見ろ、やっぱりみんなそれを聞く。
Sure, you're not a couple.
あんたら、
Work as
実
a
は仕事の理
convenient
由に合い
cover.
びきしたいだけなんじゃないか。
Smug.
こう
Not in a relationship.
合いびきだなんてありえ
Very soon, Dre.
そうです。僕
Matter
が作らない
than
限り。ああ、わかった。
Uh-huh.
今のは聞かなかったことにして
Still
くれ
got a little smile.
さ、二人ともついてこい。
Okay. Okay.
また上に開く扉だぞ
What's outside
そ
that
う
window?
褒めるな。
Constant
メロピデ要
amazement.
塞に対してイラン自負が生まれてくる。
Yeah, what's outside this window?
だって本当にすごいと思ったから
Is this just a normal room?
では、もう少
Spice
し
it
手
up.
品を披露しよう。
Ah. This is...
これって船か
Hmm.
かなりでかいぞ
Evacuate Fontaine onto the ship? Is that their idea?
それに
Or at least the
ここって
fortress?
見たことない
The
生産エリア
production
だよ
zone.
な
Or a production
一
zone.
体どうなってるんだ
あんたらはフォンテーヌの歴史について
Fontanian history.
どれくらい知ってる？
Like a Noah's Ark?
あんまりよく知らないな
Ah, nice music popping
と
in.
なると、レムリア
Ancient
の物語を知
Rumeria.
らないだろうな。
Rumurian Dynasty.
古代フォンテーヌは
Okay.
レムリア王朝の統治を受けていた。言い伝えによると、レムリ
Remus
アの帝王レムスは典型を受け、
came to this land inspired by
金
divine
の鉢に化身した
revelation.
預言者
Seer
シビラを
Sibylla,
レムス
form of
は
a
金の
golden
鉢
bee,
と
golden bee with him riding on a huge ship,
海上に
The
自分の
Fortuna
国を建てたという。
created his nation above the surging waves.
彼はその国をレムリアと名付け
Lemuria
フォルテナ号に乗って新た
New
な島や
tribes and
部落を
islands.
探し回った。
Okay.
そしてその者たちに帝国の統治下に入るよう呼びか
It's
け
like, oh, this is a huge ship, but also this is a huge facility. Do you see how big the area we're in is?
その物
Out
語
there?
にも船が出てくるんだ
Ship in
な
this story.
ああ、水と関連する場所なら船は必
Found
ず
at
出
the
てく
end
る。
of a voyage.
じゃあお前も信じてるのか
俺は半々ってところだ。
Whole factories worth of labor, materials, and
あんた
technology.
も知っての通り、
Can't hurt to
俺
give
は
it a
工場
try.
一つを動かせるほどの材料と技術。あのゲートの下に大会があるかもしれないと思い至ったと
Begin this project.
俺はこの考えを持つようになった。
つまりその
Inspired by the
伝説
legend
の
of
フォルテナ
Fortuna?
天才を目前にして、フォンテーヌ人にはこういった手段が必要だからな。
This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone? Well, he doesn't want to cause panic, right?
もしここの囚人どもが
Yeah.
この巨大な船の裏にある真実を知ったらどうなると思う？
Yep, he's in multiple waves of panic, so he's trying to prevent that. Save it for the last minute and then just be like, hey, everyone get on.
管理者である俺がそんな考えなしの行動など認めるはずもない。さて、随分と会話も弾んだ。
Another 3 cups of tea.
お茶を3杯は飲まないとな。
One of you likes tea also because of that big old scar across his throat. He's like, I need tea to talk. I get it. When I started streaming a lot more, I was like, oh boy, I have to drink lots more water or else I just would have a fucked throat. Okay. Yeah. Like we still have a lot to get to, so still need to see how we reach some of those cutscenes. Hear what you just saw. Likely affect those 3 as well. It means that my actions now will decide the next steps Linny's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now. Yeah, we will.
これからの展開を楽しませてもらうとしよう。
Turn to the infirmary. Yep, still Act 4. Unknown catastrophe arrives suddenly like a thief in the night. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Is the sea gonna get out? Primordial Sea gonna go like, oh, we're busting through, boys. Some sort of leak. Cup of tea. We're okay. We know Lynette likes tea though, so. Risley always drinking tea, yeah. Remembered something now. 2 people talking next to me. Leaves to the water, teacups themselves. Risley and Sewing. It's cute that they put the tail there. That means they did custom some custom work for the model and this specific animation and everything. Talking about brewing tea. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. You guys say your goal is to save Fontaine. He's got his goals to help with that in his own way. My speculations. Lenny sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now, Lenny. Just talk here. Here's my theories. Remedy affected by primordial seawater. Dove into the sea. Primordial Sea is probably very close. Sure. During the course of our stay here, ignored us completely, suddenly roadblocked us. Ignored us at first, we could find a child. Yeah? Not part of Fontaine's court system. The Eudex Nulet. King of a no man's land. Doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance. Use it to pressure Fontaine authorities. Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. Something he's working on himself. Secret infirmary. Yeah. Lenny's grasp is super good, but also I didn't read that, so I'm gonna have to quality 720 should be enough. Lenny's grasp of the big picture is amazing. There we go. All done. Back to 144 over there. There we go. Thanks so much. The last question. What could it be? Changing nature of the seawater. Luring to help. Secret passageway. Locked in the infirmary. A bargaining chip.
彼のテリトリーには普通の人じゃ目にできないもの情報が足りなすぎて
No idea what his chip might be.
でも君が僕の疑問を解いてくれるはずだ
Some deliberation. Share the information you just learned with Linny and company. Hearing what you say, emphasize not the time of disputes. Very important that they work together.
それが真実だなんて香水が
Goal for
予
everyone.
言通りに全てを飲み込む
じゃあリオセスリがお父様との面会を
A
望んだの
way
も
to deal with this
この危機を
crisis.
防ぐためだったってこと僕がこう言ったのは覚えてるかなお父様は
So the hearth is based on base elaborations. Yep. Wants to resolve the
問題の
crisis.
解決をずっと望んで
Risley
い
had
て
known that.
それかリオセス
Didn't
リ
know?
もこれを知ってたわけじゃな
Wanted to
く
bring
て
her over to his
ただ
side.
お父様を説得したかっただけなのかもだから交渉を持ちかけた可能性もある
そうだね筋は通ってる君が心配してることはちゃんと分かって
Passes
る
on
か
to our
ら
father.
安心して君とパイモンには十分すぎるほど助けてもらって
Far
る
too much.
今後助けが必要な時はいつでも
Come to the house of the
ハウスオブハースに
hearth.
来てくれていいからね君たちにその気がなくてもこれだけ一緒に過ごしてきたんだ
Hmm.
僕たち3人にとって
Hmm.
君たちは
That's
もはや
nice.
僕もとても感謝してる
Yeah, no problem, Fremine.
大事な時にお兄ちゃんを守ってくれてありがとうそれに
Didn't think you were going
重
to
要
do
な
it.
秘密を共有してくれたことも
So formal all of a sudden. Don't mention it. You can work together again if necessary.
あなたほどの実力者なら私たちが手を貸すまでもないかもしれない、でももしあなたがピンチになったら安心感が半端ないな、
Oh. What was that? Oh, uh-huh.
お腹が
Yep. Good job, Baimon.
人疲れて
Ruining
る
the moment.
早く何か食べた方がいい
Catch you guys another time. Go to the cafeteria. Calamitous tread. Ruh-roh. Oh yeah, it's right under us. We don't need to teleport. I really need to get an SSD, but I also need to get a motherboard that's compatible with M2 SSD and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yippee! And now I need to do a full PC upgrade at some point. Welfare meal is now being served.
ほらほらオイラたちも早く取りに行こうぜ
Yep, and there's Seagreen.
旅人パイモンちゃんこっちこっち看護師長
Here for dinner too.
なんかええついでにクロリンデさんのために
Oh.
ご飯を用意してるの
Are you making some of that strange meat? Or
あいつがメロピデ要塞の食料君たちは何が食べたい
we can choose. We can choose. What?
今日は
Our
一
chef
度決めるってシェフの
on
マル
me
チンさん
today.
に言ってあるから何でも食べたいもの注文してちょう
Okay.
だい
Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer. I'll have the biggest portion you have to offer. Probably more tasty than the biggest portion, right?
はいはい任せて
After a while, orders for you arrive. Rely on luck. Yummy meals. Tastes strange, very nutritious. Shakes genuinely taste pretty terrible. Calm down and relax.
すごく美味しい
So if we ate the meat that she had made before, it probably wouldn't taste that good. Amazing. Free dinners are the absolute best.
これが苦労せずに
To be
物を手に入れる
freeloaders.
って感覚か
We did plenty of work, yeah.
お腹いっぱいになった
How's the
ど
food?
うだったかしら美味しかったぞ
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, I mean everything was super delicious.
ええ君たちの喜ぶ顔を見れてうちも嬉しいのよ
Feeling quite relaxed.
今の表情、ここの筋
Yep,
肉が動いて
reading
る
expressions.
この人は
Hope your patience to better understand human beings.
どっちもね。
Bit of
うち
both.
ってメルジーヌでしょ。
Very different
人
from
間と
beings.
いろんなとこが違うの。だからここでみんなの面倒をよく見るため。本当に面倒見がいいんだな。
You're so short. Still talking to act like an older
お
sister.
前はお姉さんみ。本当？うちのことお姉さんだと思ってくれるの？そうだ。前にお前が公爵の
Back in
控室
Risley's
にいた
office.
時、
Back in Linea's siblings as well.
それね。
Look out for those
あの
children.
子供たちを気に
Especially
かけ
the
てほし
diver
いっ
boy.
て公爵にお願いしただけよ。
Something wrong with the water.
特に幸いクロリンデさんの見事な手腕のお
Yeah.
かげで
She's just sitting over there by herself. Should we talk with her?
クロリンデさんが
Sealed the
あそこを
pipes
離れ
after
た後、
clearing the
公
left.
爵がわざとパイプを封鎖したのもあの道って行き止まりだけど、
Station
そ
the
れでも誰も
guards.
近づかないように
Only
数
open the
人
door
の
once
監視に
Miss
ずっと見
Clorinda
張らせて
returned.
いた。うちもずっとリネさんの様子を
Keep
気
an eye on
にかけ
Mr.
ていたん
Linney.
だから、プレッシャーをかけながら
Hmm.
本当に抜かりないんだな。まあこれがメロピデ要塞のやり方と言っても
Erase his style for as long as he's been the leader.
ヌビレットさんも
Unseal
も
or
っとここ
Nubilet.
に来てくれたらいいのに。
Well, maybe he'll be down here
きっ
soon.
とこの場所を好きになって
He'd
くれ
like
る
it
と思
here.
う。
The darkness and chaos.
暗くて
But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Nuvilet outside of his office.
今夜はゆっくり休んでね。みんな
A good night's rest. Uh-oh, is it gonna happen during the night? Then? Anyone to chat with? Oh, Clorin's over there. What's going on? Did you have a good meal?
ああ、あなたたちか。
Yep,
晩ご飯は美味しかったか？
悪くない。
it's
看
alright.
護師長には気を使わせてしまった。
ひひ、聞いたぞ。お前
Saved from a
公爵
day.
に呼ばれて手伝
Yep.
いに来た。
大したことじゃない。
でも決闘代理人も出張したりする
Take
ん
on
だ
side
よね。
jobs.
ところで公爵や
You
看
knew
護
a
師長
Sigmund
た
and
ち
the
と
Duke.
一緒に食べないのか？
看護師長はあなたたちに付き合って
Sigmund
た。
was with you. Duke has
公
business
爵
of
は
his
彼
own.
自身のことで忙しくして。
そういえばナビアが言ってたけど
Went out for dinner with her as
一緒に
well.
食事したんだって。
Yeah, how'd that go?
そうだな。
First time in a
久
long
々
time.
に食事を共にした。
あれ久々
Gone
って
out
こ
to
と
dinner
は
with her in the past.
前にも一緒
ああ、もう昔のことだが、二人ともここでうまくやってるようだな。
It's all thanks to Nuvilet. This is technically a work trip for us too.
近いうち、メロピデ要
Messy
塞
at
は
the
不穏
fortress
な空気
soon.
に包まれるだろう。
Hmm. Okay. Go upstairs to rest. Man, I'll just teleport up. Okay. So, from the quest description, it seems like this might be our last night staying here. So, let's see. What is going on? What's this? What's this bad thing that's gonna happen? Probably the seawater getting out, right? There being some sort of leak. And it's like, uh-oh. Don't want to be touched by that. Primordial seawater has the bad touch.
一気にいろんなことがあったから。
Absolutely exhausted.
気を抜い
Ooh,
たら
yeah.
ずっと疲れてきたぞ。おや、
Sleepy
すご
too?
くでもこやってきた。
Yeah, I'm also getting there.
お前。
Oh, is this going to be the scene then from the trailer? We're then both in the bed. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep. Okay, yeah. Seconds for free. Yeah, so this is the scene we saw in the trailer. Good night. Ruh-roh. Seems that panic that he didn't want to happen is happening. Yep, there's drips all over. Seems there's a leak.
何かトラブルがあったらしい。たく、俺に聞かないでくれ。
Who's yelling? Oh, Paimon, gotta get up. What's that sound? Paimon, wake up! We need to go out and see what's going on! Check the situation outside. Oh, I think I can hear some alarms over the music, so, uh-oh. Hey, guys. I know you're probably all boned if, the water gets in, but we're okay. Goodbye. Again, we would be fine, but yeah, they definitely would not be. Ah, hey, buddy. You know what happened? Especially to inform you. Evacuate and get out. Don't have many friends. Evacuation successfully completed. 1 or 2 people are missing.
そんなこと言った覚えはむしろそれはそっちが余計なこと言うなはいはいとりあえず
You said as Grace said to evacuate outwards.
そうできるだけ上に行けって言われてる
Upwards and outwards. And that means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no. Isn't that gate at the very bottom? Yeah, you two. Yeah, you two get out. Thanks for telling us, bud. Yep. Yeah, we'll be fine. You guys get out of here. Again, we'll be alright. Evacuate upwards and outwards. Topmost layer, move as far outwards as possible. Oh, well, I can already feel the tensions, so this is good. Okay. Let's see what happens. I have high hopes for this. Hey. I'm excited. Stuff's happening. A lot of stuff. So far, so good. Nose. Oh, cutscene time. Put the controller to the side then. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. We'll survive this completely okay, because we're, you know, us. It's you guys that need to leave. Be ready to run. Yeah, he's gonna try freezing it. Just to delay it, right? Yeah. Ruh-roh. Make sure that doesn't hit you. Yep, and that seems like it's just pure primordiality. And that's the shot we saw in the trailer. They switched some stuff around though. Instead of him like punching a mech. Yeah, so he froze it, but only temporarily. Yep. Another layer. And then closing the doors, right? Yep. Countdown. Some water will still get through, but we'll get through first. Nice. Yep. Nuvalet, fences are about to collapse.
あの方が到着するまで私たちが最後の砦だ。
Last line of defense. Okay. Well.
ここのゲート。
I mean, I guess to be fair, we don't have the cryo. We don't have the power of cryo yet, so we can't exactly go like, hey, you guys leave. We'll use our cryo powers. It's like, oh, we don't have cryo, so that wouldn't work too well. So yeah, if we had cryo, we could probably stay and do it and let them get out, but yeah, without cryo, uh-oh. Cool cutscene though. A little short, but definitely cool. Definitely neat to see some of those sections used at different points than we thought. Oh, and yeah, that's nice. We just immediately teleport to Nouvellette instead of having to run there. Head to the opera house. Oh, do we need to tell Farina now? Are we just the messenger while you guys do the cool stuff? Dang it. Yeah, Farina. Farina the knave. Protect Farina. Too much time alone with her. Yep, because the knave definitely wants the Gnosis, and he's like, I'll do anything to get it, including fucking up Farina. And it's like, hey, maybe don't. You know, she's kind of cool. She's neat. Okay, you can explain everything else to me later. And it might be a simultaneous cutscene then. Of like, cutting back and forth to Nulet doing his thing down there with the water, and then us up here trying to help Farina. Again, Arlecchino might be protecting Farina if Childe has done like a transformation thing of some sort, but yeah, there's Fatui, there's some guards. Yep. Palemonia. Probably here already. Yep. Let us in, let us pass. Follow me. Oh, that's good. Mostly cordial conversation. Protect Lady Farina. I will do my best. Hey. And we get to see how they interact, right? And hope that Arlecchino is not just interrogating her, being like, where's the Gnosis? I need it to save your nation. You failure of an Archon, right? Because we definitely heard some lines in there that were like, oh boy, yep, Farina's going to be getting criticized and dug into for not doing anything about it before this point. Well, now she's smiling. Before she was like, uh-oh, frowny face. Now smiley face. And this is our first time meeting Arlecchino, so let's see what she thinks about us. Since we've definitely clashed with several members of the Harbingers by now, and met others. Honored guests. 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Too lonely and unbecoming. Much of your accomplishments. Yeah. So this is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearth, and the Linny siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings. Pleasure to meet you too. Prepared seats for you? Next to you. Get together for tea.
時間があったら一緒にお茶を楽しもうとね。ほら、これはフリーナ殿が大変気に入っているケーキ。
Like cheesecake?
毎日限定で16個しか販
I mean,
売
cheesecake's pretty darn good. 16 slices sold every day.
旅人とパイモンもぜひ召し上がって
Do
み
we
て。
have to worry about poisoning? She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. Should be very cautious around her.
旅人、ケーキはどうだった？
It's pretty good. It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
そうか。なら私も
Childe said was on the mark.
やはり講師の言う通り
Tasting desserts with Farina and I.
君の好み
Oh, Childe
私とフリーナ殿と
said
大
that
して変
about
わら
us?
ない。
Wait, Childe should have no reason to have said something like that.
最近彼はどう過ごしているのか。ここにい
About
る
his
みんなも知って
safety.
いるだろう。
Mm-hmm.
講師が失踪したとい
An
うことで
excellent swimmer.
全く心配で仕方がない。
Right.
彼が泳ぎに
Doesn't he
長
have
け
a
てい
line
る
of
というのだ。
dialogue like about Arlecchino and being like, I don't trust her. I have faith in his abilities.
そういうことなら
Martial prowess.
僕からも一言付け加えよ
Pretty impressive.
う。そのものの武芸はまあ悪くないものだ。うん。
Farina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
おや フリーナ殿も
Aptitude for
彼の
fighting.
武芸について存じているようだ。
Subdued by Udex
ああ、
Nouvelette.
そうだ。忘れていた。
Yep. Didn't have a chance to go and do his Foul Legacy,
ヌビレット殿
and
に裁
then
かれた。
also didn't have his vision on him.
私
So
の同僚はよそでも通用するくらいの腕前なんだが、
such a person.
まさかああいった人物を相手にするとは思わなかっただろう。ヌビレット殿の手際には
Yeah.
まさに
Ease
感服
the
せざるを
tension
得ない
here. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
そうだろうな。君であれば確かに調べられるだろ
Thinks highly of us.
そこはもっと喜ぶ
Happier
と
to
ころ
hear
な
the
んじゃないか
news.
う。もちろん喜ばしいことでは
Bit
ない
of a
が
shame.
いささか残念なのだ。
News somewhat earlier.
この情報をもう少し早く聞けていれば、
Yeah.
私ももっと喜んでいただろう。
Uh-oh.
だが、講師が失踪してからすでに長い時間が経っている。
Yeah. Yeah, no need to worry. Know for sure that Childe is still alive. Yep, we have his vision.
どう
Because
して
we have his
そ
vision.
んな確証を持てる
Because he was like, here you go. We found evidence. He left the fortress of Maripine.
その手がかりはどこへ向かった？
We don't know. Oh no, Aimon's statement just left us wide open.
メロピデ要塞は水中に位置している。
Right out of the
正
main
門か
gate.
ら堂々
Had
と
to
出ない
swim
限
for
り
it.
水路を使って脱
Service
出すること
safely.
になるはずだ。
We do not.
彼が無事
But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed. Also sorry about cutting you off. Oopsie.
おう、それはいいことだ。
Tonya,
つ
yeah?
い先日、
And
彼の
Tusa
妹のトーニャから
picked it
こ
up
こ
on
フォン
his
テーヌに
behalf.
手紙が届いた。残念ながら彼はいなかったため、私が代わりに受け取ることになったな。そうだ、教えてほし
Root
い。
usually writes
彼
back
が
to his
普段
family.
どんな
Yep.
風に変身しているのか。
Still enjoying our time as Shin and
親愛
I
なる
together.
トーニャ。
Admiring the
俺
scenery
は
and
今
streets
歌
in
劇
front of
場の
Opera
前で
House.
街の
Something
景
like
色を
that.
堪能してる。こんな感じでいいのだろうか。
Yeah. She's turning up the pressure. Not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Farina. That sounds pretty good. That sounds good to me. Yes.
手紙というのはある程度の型があるものだ。内容さえ正しければどんな書式でど
How
んな
it's
言葉を
written
使
or
って
how it's
も
worded.
お
Uh-oh. The water in the teacup is shaking.
これもきっとある種の予兆だろう。
Sign of things to come.
その言い方よく理解できないんだが。
予言が次の段階に入ったんだ。
Next stage of the prophecy.
お
Yeah, because she would know about it, because the previous Archon left it behind. Yep, Nouvelette cutscene now. Yeah, all tuckered out from keeping that door closed.
あとは私に任せるといい。
本当にお一人で。
問題ない。
へえこの状況に対処できるってことはやはりもしくは責任感が強いだけって
Sense
こ
of
ともあり得る
responsibility.
一理ある。
Yep. A second too late. And there's the water. Music.
予言の日はいつ
The
か訪れるかも
prophecy
し
is
れ
fulfilled.
ない。だが今ではない。
Not this day. So Nouvelette's basically
一
buying
種族
us
さえ
time
容易に滅ぼせる太古の
to
力。
obliterate an entire race.
果てなき最悪は
Tsunami of
憤具の発散に等しい。
That's a cool visual. Yep. Controlling it back in. And casting a seal on it. Yep. That was easy enough. But I'm guessing that's really just buying time.
こたびの審判はあまりに壮大ゆえ
It's too severe.
採決に参加できそうにない
Yeah. For Fontaines who are sinners, yeah. So I'm guessing that's just buying us time for the moment, right? Until the finale of the Archon quest in Fontaine. It's like, oh, now we have time to actually get a plan together. And maybe work with Arlecchino, maybe not. We'll have to see. Been suppressed. Safe for now. Yep. For the moment.
ああしばらくは
Yep. Temporary.
今回の賭けは俺の勝ちってわけだ。
Owe me a present.
さて、景品をもらおうか。
確かにあなたの言った通りだった。
賭けをしたのか
あんたが一人で来るか、
Size of your
大勢を
entourage.
引き連れてくるかな。
うん
一人で来るはずないって、クロリンデさんは思ってたのさ。
立場上そうあるべきだと
You
思った
people along for appearance's
け
sake.
どこの件の
Of
機密レベ
eventual
ルは
mission ones.
私の予想を上回っていた
Yeah,
ようだ。
again, don't want to
あ
spread
んたも
panic,
そろそ
so
ろ機密性の高い仕事に慣れてきた
how
じゃ
the
ない
courts
か。
operate.
法廷ってのはそういう場所だからな。
それで賭けに負けた者は
That's the
何を
loser
渡す
give. Tea?
の茶葉か
公爵の執務室に
Tons of
茶
tea in
葉
his
ならいくらで
office.
もあります。
Set of legal
法廷を送っ
codices.
た方が有意義なはずです。
なんだ、俺の法意識が
Lack of
低い
legal
皮肉っ
awareness.
てるわけじゃないよ
Uh-huh.
な。
公爵はメロピデ要塞を法の
Fortress to
及
be
ばない場所と
outside
し
the
て
law.
扱ってはいなかったと思うが、
ここには法典に興味を持つ者などあまりいないと思
Uninterested
って
in
いた
legal codices.
さっきの話は冗談に決まってるだろ。で、水の上にはまだトラブルが残ってるのか。
急務があるのでしたら先にお戻りください。
Can't leave Pele
あなたが
Melonia
パレメル
for
モニアを長く離れられないことは
Yeah,
我々も承知して
Farina,
いますから。
Arlecchino, us.
向こうも順調だといいのだが
I guess we'll see if it went smoothly. I'm not exactly the most confident that did. But let's find out. Also from the like complete lack of combat we've had in the act so far, I think the like last act or two are going to be a lot more packed with like actual fights. Because obviously we still need to get the weekly boss for Fontaine, the first one, so that will be happening probably next patch, right? If they're finishing it up in 4.2 and we're getting the Archon and everything. Or at least most of it, right? They might still have like an epilogue and other stuff. But yeah, no, definitely interested. A long enough playing house. Yeah, tea party,
フリ
right?
ーなどの神として先ほどの
Phenomenon
事
we
象
just
が何なの
witnessed.
かを完全に把握していることだろう。
You haven't a clue.
それはあくまで私の
Yeah,
憶
I,
測に
I
過ぎ
don't
ない
think she knows much about it.
君のその表情を見るに私の考え
I
が
think
間違
she
ってい
knows
る
a
の
little
で
bit,
は
but
と疑ってしまうのだな。
not as much as you might hope.
この後に及んで外交的な立場で話
Diplomatic
す必要もないだろ
representatives. Fontanian.
う。フォンテーヌ人の一人として
Every
言わせ
part
て
of
も
it
ら
is
う。
being proven
予
true.
言にある内容が少しずつ現実になってきている今、それについて最も把握しているのは君だ。にもかかわらず、
Relaxing,
君はこ
drinking
こで
tea,
のん
and
き
eating
にお茶を
desserts.
飲み、ケーキを楽しんでいる。まるでガーデンの中
Yeah,
に
what are
虫
you
が数
gonna
匹
do
迷い
about
込
it?
んだくらいにしか考えていない。このままで本当にいいのか。予言はすべての人の
Like a
頭上に
guillotine.
吊られている剣だ。あらゆ
Avert
る
the
生物の
disaster,
災いを
save
防
their
ぐ
own.
方法や自
Devoted
分を
everything to
救う
saving
方法を
their
模
own
索
way.
している。ハウスオブ
Yeah, so the line coming up like, hey,
こ
you
の
was
故
the
郷を
Archon.
救おうと
Why are
尽
you
力
not
してい
doing
るの
that?
だ。それなの
Yep.
に君は魔人フォカロルス。
The god
君は
Frozelors
終始何の動きも
failed
見
to
せない
take action.
驚くほど悠長に構えている。
Showing us the pyro
僕
vision
は
on the
予言
back.
を軽んじたことも悠長に構えていた
Never
ことも
ignored the
ない。
prophecy.
今の発言を撤
Self-indulgence.
回しろ。 神に対して勝手な憶測をするなど不敬極まりないぞ。
いや、私一人だけではない。フォンテー
We're
ヌ
reading
に
the
住まう
exact
アマ
same
テの民た
thoughts
ちは
right now.
同じ疑問を抱いているはずだ。水の神よ、君はどのようにして彼らを
Sworn to protect, supposed to
私たちを
survive.
救うつもりだ。
Soon disappear beneath the
君が
waves.
庇護すべき民たちはいかにしてこのじき沈んでしまう土地で生きればいい。
僕はもちろん方
Have
法を
my
用意してる。
ways. Working on them
こ
for
れ
all
まで
this
ずっ
time.
とそのために努力してきた。
No right to judge.
僕のことは軽視してもいいが、
Seeks to judge all other gods.
君にはない。フォンテーヌは必ず救われる。今は
Still
まだ
cannot see the true
どんな未
future
来
right
にな
now.
るかは見えないけど、
Be able to hold my
こ
head
の
up
まま
high.
続けていけば、
Hmm.
僕は誰にも恥じることなく。
So what is she doing? Then? She hasn't really told us. Rena's not acting like her usual self. She's actually Bleh. Let me get some water and I'll continue it. Dang it. Rena's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting on a front. Yep.
ならばと、
Yeah. What have you been doing?
それはどこ
What
で
is
見
it
られる
doing to help?
僕は
Is it all like internal stuff or? So, was that all a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now. But now she's deflated like a popped balloon.
予言と同じく、
Only revealed
全
themselves
て
at
は
the
その
fate
時が
time,
訪れれば開示される。
unable to perceive
君
them.
はただ、
うん
それらが見えていないだけに過ぎない。
なるほど。さすが神だ。
Lies
その努力という
beyond
のは
pride mortal
私
eyes.
たち凡人には見えないものだとは。
Hmm.
では、僭越ながら質問の仕方を変えさせて
Tell
もらおう。
us the parts of your plan that are not
フリーな
confidential.
もの開示できる部分だけを
Emergency
私たちに
response
教えて
plan.
もらうことはできるだろうか。例えば、
Oh, also interesting.
この災いに対する措置とか。
Arlecchino's vision is the Snezhnaya design, not the Fontaine one. Hmm.
措置は
その表情から察するに、まさかこれも言えない。
So she's working hard on
措置
something
も秘密
to the
にすべき
extent that she's
内容
not thinking about other things that she should be. Strictly confidential, uh-huh.
少しヒントをあげよう。
Purpose of your oratrice mécanique d'analyse
一体何の
cardinale.
ためにあるものなのか。今まで蓄積してきた
And do with the
膨大
massive
な
amounts of
日照混合エネルギー
indemnity
は何に使う
accumulated over the years. Indemnity.
油脂最低カーディナル。
Just like it appears to be.
それはただ見ての通り。
But what about the voice? And then you heard.
君もよく理解していない。
Also have no idea.
そういうことかな。
Prepare for something.
私の推測が正し
Someone
け
is
れば
not you.
ある計画を企てている者がいる。
Mm.
ただ残念ながら、それは君ではないようだ、フリーナ殿。リネが歌劇場にいた時、ほんの少し油式に近づいただけで、大量の立
Streaming
証
a
混
large
合エ
amount
ネ
of
ルギーを付
indemnity.
着した。それで、このことに気づいた。
Hmm.
この件も君とは無関係となると、
Possibly be working.
水神様ともあろうお方が、まさか
Oh,
本当に
great
何もしていない
Hydro
わけじゃないだろうね。おっと、なるほどそういうことか。
Not at the tea party.
最高審判官のヌビレット殿
Take care of some
お茶会
troublesome
に出席してい
business.
ないのを見るに、彼はフリーナ殿に命じられて何かトラブルの処理をしているのだろう。
あ、そうだと
You
思
got
う。
a secret
そ
for
ういう
me?
ことさ。
Hmm.
このことは内密にしてくれ。
それは無論。だが、
Quite
最高審
insecure
判
without
官
the
殿
U
がそば
decks
に
by
いな
your
いとな
side.
ると、フリーナ殿もさぞかし自信を失うようだ。さて、話はここまでにしよう。まだケーキが
Few
少し残ってい
slices
る
of cake.
そちらの皆さんで
Even
召し
though
上が
none
って
of us have a smile. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what New Roulette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea. But can he really deal with it all by himself? And is Farina being truthful or not?
旅人、先日最高審判官
Handle a few
面
matters.
倒な仕事を
Uh-huh.
任せられた。
Extra slice of cake.
どうぞ。
Work hard, deserve
ケーキをもう一
gratitude
つ
and
取ってくれ。
praise.
苦労したもの
Paimon, you
報
want the
酬と感
slice?
謝を受けるべきだからね。パイモンも
Oh, okay.
ありがとな。じゃあ遠慮
Even
なく
Paimon's like, free food, yay. Change the topic, less significant matter. More relaxed, private conversation. Okay, it's all gone.
食べた食べた。やっぱりケーキは最高だな。この僕のテーブルに乗るデザートはどれも一級
The
品
Nade
だから
for
ね。
bringing these over as well.
そうだ。
Right, it's still referring to her as the Nade, not Arlecchino.
感謝しないと。
礼は結構
Yeah.
ここにいる皆さんに味わってもらえるのはケーキにとっても本望だろうからね。私はただフリーなどの
Catering
好
to
み
Miss
に合わ
Farina's
せて
tastes.
一緒にお茶を飲みながらおしゃべりできるチャンスを用意したに過ぎない。さて、もういい時
Getting
間だ。
late. Call it a day.
今日のお茶会もそろそろお開きにするのはどうかな。
Yeah, we still haven't seen the
私はまだ
cutscene
用
with
事がある
her
ので先に失礼させてもらおう。
going down what looked like the streets of Fontaine.
ではお開きだ。
And we still haven't gotten Farina's
もしよけ
line
れば
of,
私をそこまで送ってくれないだ
who
ろう
are
か。
you? Don't kill me and all that. It's like, who is it?
講師の話がしたい。
And see me off. Discuss Childe before I must be on my way. Oh boy. Well, at least she's not with Farina anymore. Of course.
おいらも一緒に行くぞ。
Well. Boy. Hey, Farina.
想像以上に厄介な
Even
もの
more
だった。
difficult. Yeah.
ああ、コホン。な
Uh-huh.
ぜ僕のことをそう見つめている？何か用でも？
Alright, Farina.
僕は休ませてもらうぞ。
You know, flustered. Oh. Follow the nave to the exit. So that was what was closed off before. The little guest room. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's just a meeting place, like diplomatic room. I don't see a desk or anything, so. Interesting. But yeah, that was blocked off during Linny's whole thing, right? During the investigation process. What is up with you? Alright, I still need to grab that and then also go to the very top to sit in Farina's chair. I think that's an achievement. So I'll have to parkour my way up there off stream. Might do that after the stream. We'll see if we have time. Before like daily refresh and all that. Yeah.
付き合ってくれて感謝する。
Come with me.
講師はた
Child
だ
was
の
just an
口実で
excuse.
君たちと彼の間に何があったかなんて
So,
興味はない
what do
な。
you really have to talk about?
やっぱりな。そうだと思ったぞ。
What do you want to say?
前回、君がハウス・オブ・ハースの子供たちを救ってくれたことだ。彼らの父として礼を言わせてもらう。
Yeah. There's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about.
私はそんなダメな父親に見えるかハウス・オブ・ハ
Very
ースはとても
important.
大事な存在でね。私が子供たちを大切にしていることも
Hmm.
君なら知っているはずだ。
Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
公式な場では
That
公
was all.
式な話題を、
Informal topics,
逆にそうでなけれ
informal.
ば公式な話題は避けるべきだ。話はそれだけさ。
If you're sure.
メロピデ要塞から戻ってきたばかりだと聞いてる。何もそう気を張らないでくれ。君から情報を
Trust
聞
the
き出そう
judgment
と
and
しているわけじゃ
abilities.
ない。あそこにはリネ、リネット、それにフレミニがいる。
I can
私は子供
recognize
た
that
ちの
symbol
能
on her
力と判
earrings,
断を
but
信じているからね。
not super sure.
あいつらすごく頑張ってたぞ。
All been working very hard.
邪魔をしてくるやつには全
Anyone
力
who
で
tried
抗
to
って
stop
な。
me, especially
特に
Lenny,
リネのやつが。
リオセスリだろ
Risley.
あれが手強いのは知っている。だが、 リネは強がり
Can't learn to rely on
他の
others.
者に頼ることをもっと学んでほしい。
Hmm.
例えば、この私とかをね。
Being a little
た
more
だの世
frank
間
here.
話だと思って答えてくれ。
Bit of idle gossip.
フリーな殿についてどう思う、君は争いの外にいて、フォンテーヌで
Freest person in
最も
all
自由で
Fontaine.
何者にも縛られていない。
My
私の
perspective.
視点から教えてやろう。
以上がこたびの審判の顛末です。
Hmm.
王子様は
Yeah.
有罪判決を下された後、
Informants, of
そ
course.
のままメロピデ要塞へと応
You're
送されました。
guilty. Transported to a fortress.
休暇を過ごしていたはずなんだがな。
I mean, you're on
これほどの面倒事を
vacation.
残しておいて
All the trouble
羞恥
he's
心というも
caused.
のが全くないのか。
Wow.
その、
まあいい。全く無意
Did
味
give
なわ
us
け
an
だ。
opportunity.
ある人物に会い
Meeting someone, surely.
手配いたしましょうか。
いや必要ない。
Take care of it
私が
myself.
直々に動く。
Hmm.
水人フリーなどのに会う
Me
必
with
要ない。
Farina.
彼女こそフォンテーヌ
More
の
like a
中核を
celebrity
担う
than a
存在。
working archon.
しかし面白いことに
Yeah?
彼女は神というよりもスターに近い存在と言える。
These are inner thoughts, yeah?
おちびちゃん、こっちにおいで。
Just playing with the cat. And then what is this Arlecchino undercover? In the cloak, yeah.
逃げた。待て。
私の目標は
Also good
あ
art.
くまで神
like
の
it.
心の場所を特定すること。
Discover the location of the
だ
Gnosis.
がまさかフリー
Utrina,
などに
so
こう
flatter.
簡単に近づくことができるとは。あまりにあっけなさすぎて疑いたくなる。
This also
無
looks
防
like a
備で
different
あれ
outfit.
ばあるほど、それは餌である可能性が高い。
Ah, is this the line
餌
then?
に手を出した人を責めることはできない
Yeah.
なぜなら
So this is the line probably from Farina of like, who are you?
犠牲になる運命から
Don't kill me. And then
もう
she's
逃
like,
れられないのだ。
hold on a second. This isn't how an Archon should act. What the heck's going on? Yeah. But we still haven't seen the cutscene of her going down the street with like her new Fontaine enemies that we got added this patch. Usually just bait. Blame someone for taking the bait. Bait is meant to be sacrificed. No, don't sacrifice the cat. Yep. Oh yeah, I put on this little mask and I put a hood on. You can't recognize me or my funny little pants that I wear
事実はまさに
with the flare at the
私
bottom.
が
I
手
don't
を
know.
出す直前に
Like
してい
she
た予
probably
想と
could,
同じ。
but
水人は
did seem like tense between them, so she probably knows that's where the situation was like, yeah, okay. Past history. Second before I struck. Hydronosis. Ah, that's how she confirmed it. Because before it was like, oh, father confirmed that she didn't have the gnosis. It was like, okay, I guess she just could tell somehow. Not currently held by the Archon.
それに加え、彼女
Archon.
はどうにも神には見えない。その
Under some kind of
何ら
curse.
かの呪いの気配がある。
君は誰？
Mm-hmm.
何をする気だ？
Yep, there's the line.
殺さないで。お願いだから。
この瞳に宿る恐怖は
Fear
決
is
して嘘では
genuine.
ない。
He's not
餌
bait
では
after
な
all.
いことがこれでほぼ確定した。
Ah, so she was talking about Farina being the bait, not the cat. Mm-hmm.
私は難なく現場から離れられた。
Oh,
誰
poor
も
Kitty.
私を探さなかったし
Near assassination of
ま
Force
してや私が
Lords.
水人フォカロ
Farina
プスを
dares
襲
not
撃
mention
したと
this
告発
incident.
する者もい
Yep.
なかった
Even though she probably suspects it was her.
この件を他人に伝え
And
る
that's why it
度
was
胸すら
like
なかったの
tense
で
and
はない
awkward
か
and
しばら
why
くする
she
と
didn't
案
feel
の定スパイから情
great
報が
meeting
入
alone with
フ
uh
リーな殿は邸宅に戻った後声を抑えながらす
Orders
すり泣いて
quietly cried alone. Not sleep
彼
at
女はと
night.
ても怖がって
Bring herself to eat her
一晩
cake.
中眠ることもできず
Aww.
ケーキさえも
By
喉
now
を
I've
通ら
only
なか
one
った
eye though. The other eye's not
疑う余地
crying.
もないフリーな殿は
Something
何か
wrong
問
with
題
her.
を抱えている
Not the true Hydro Archon.
私はあ
Ah,
る
it's
一つの
new with that
推測
guys, new with that Archon.
もしかすると 真の水神は彼女ではなく、
No, we know Nuvilet's the Hydro Dragon, and Focalors is the Hydro Archon, but
私には
something's
神の心
going
を
on
見
with
つける使
her.
命がある。も
Find
し
the
その
Gnosis.
推測が正しければ、
Possession of it,
ヌビレット殿のところに
hidden in
あ
a
る可能
place
性が
hard for ordinary people,
それが
which is why they're investigating the
一般人
fortress,
には
right?
近づくことが許されない場所に
Yeah.
隠されているか。
お父様
And yep, there they are.
子供たちか。
メロピデ要塞から情報が届きました。
Gone missing.
こうした
Contact some
失踪したと
guards,
の
and
こと
all
です。
gone quiet as well.
またメロピデ要塞に潜伏していたものと
Actors
買収
first
して
and
いた監視との
foremost.
連絡が途絶えました。
Still remembering the interlude.
例のリオススリというものがやったのだ。
Risley. That
おそ
Risley.
らくそうだと思います。
Hmm.
執行官一人の価値は往々にして高い。
Much higher than most would
そ
imagine.
れも想像以上にな。
Diplomatic
こ
pressure.
れでフォンテーヌ
Mhm.
側には外交的な責任問題を突きつけられる。実にいい機会を得た。水神フリーなどの
Set up a meeting.
最高審判
Meet the
官
Hydro
ヌビレッ
Archon
ト
in
殿に会おう
Eudix
面会
Nuvilet.
の手配を。それからリネと
Additional mission.
フレミネ
Yep.
君たち3人
Fortress
に
of
はやってもらいたいことがあ
Merivide.
る。
はい。
公使タルタリアの失踪は
Tartalia's
計画外のものだった
disappearance.
が突破口となる。
Official audience. Continue investigation.
私は計画を進めるための布石として
I don't
情
know,
報
makes sense.
そしてフリーナ殿とヌビレット殿に探りを入れる。
Hmm.
流れは完全にハウス・オブ・ハースにある。メロピデ要塞の調査に
Will
私
be
が
a
行こうとする
front
ただのプラン。
responsible for the actual
本当
intelligence
に情
gathered.
報を集めるのはリネたちだ。
Well, yeah, a front for investigating the location of the Gnosis and secrets and that stuff. Yeah. Right. Sorry, it's getting a little late over here, so if I do miss anything, feel free to correct me or misinterpret or anything like that. Ooh, water?
その後のことは君も知っているはずだ。君はリネたちとも交
Quite
友が
close to you.
ある。隠すつもりはない。
Attack the Hydro Archon.
ど
Yeah.
れだけ大声で叫んでもそれが公にな
Queen
る。
herself is still pretending
フ
nothing
リーナ
happened.
殿でさえ
Mhm.
何事もなかったかのように振る舞っているのだからな。
そうか。
私はフリーナ殿と2回
Two
お茶を
chances
飲
to
んだ。
enjoy tea with Verena.
正直
More
フォンテーヌの
inscrutable
調
than I
査は
imagine.
想像よりも複雑ら
It
し
must
い。
be the Hydro
以
Archon.
前はあのヌビレッ
It
ト
doesn't seem
の
right to me
噂
either.
が水
Yep.
神だと予想していたが、
How did you
今
come
と
to
なって
that
はそれ
conclusion?
も違う気がする。
How did you come to that conclusion?
私は
Sir,
氷の
Her
女王に
Majesty
付
the
き従って
streets,
神のあるべき
real
姿を
Archon
知っている
conducts and carries themselves.
だがヌビレット
Neither fits the bill.
フリーナ殿といい、
Well, she does have the weird eye, so maybe
あれが神だとは到底想像できない。
another personality of Farina is the Archon or something.
大半の場合、
Gut
感覚
feelings.
というのには理由がないものだ。情報を扱うものだというの
Quite
に、
amusing.
故郷の神が誰なのかさえわからない。
Identity of the god of the land of my birth.
フォンテーヌは特別だと思うの
Tr-
か。
quite
ま
intriguing.
だ多くのことが水面下にありながら
Contains with no choice
こ
but
う
to
して
save
災難が迫り
themselves.
つつある。フォンテーヌ人が生き延びるには、おそらく自分たちでその術を考えるしかないのだろう。結局のところ、生きていることでチャンスは訪れる。
Happy to cooperate
今後も
with
し
you.
必要な時が訪れれば、君と協力関係を結ぶことだって実際
Of course, if we have to,
す
we
ぐに
will.
答えを出さなくても大丈夫だ。何せ、
We'll continue
事態
to
はここか
evolve,
ら先、まだ変わ
connected
る
with
予感が
noble
する。
deeds. Mhm.
君の名前はよく大義と結びつく
And
こと
there's
が多
Nuvilet.
い。いずれ共に手を組む日が来るはずだ。
Nuvilet. Bleh. Some water. Nuvilet.
こんなに
Return
早く戻って
quickly.
くるとはな。いろいろと話したいこともあるだろう。
We still haven't seen the
私はこれで
cutscene
失礼
of
させて
her
もらうよ。
going down the street with her fucking ladies. Guess, I don't know, we'll see. See if that happens. This patch or not.
ああ現段階ではな。
Quite thorny in the long term.
だが長期的に見て、
Outside events
この
will
問題は
occur.
非常に厄介だ。 フリーナを守ってくれたこと
Yep.
感謝する。
May we ask what happened down there? To force back the primordial sea,
私が力を
reseal
使
the
って
sluice
大海
gate.
の水を押しのけ、
Mm.
あのゲートを再び
As for what happened on our side, and then cut to black screen and text. Yep, recount the happenings of the Tea Party to New Villain.
やはり召使いがフリ
Turn
ーナ
up
に
the
圧力
pressure
を
on
かけ
Farina. Feel her out.
明らかに探りを入れているようだが、
Mm-hmm.
その動機は
Ah,
私
some
には
more
分からない
questions for New Villain? 2 acts, well, not in a row, but finale in a row, 2 finales in a row of asking New Villain questions and not Farina. And I ask you some questions.
聞こ
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon? Nope. But he didn't know the previous one, right? That's what it seems to be. Speculation. Can't tell us? That's okay. Won't try to force you. Super strange.
そのお前たちが私とフリーナを指すとし
Farina
て
and I
君たちが何を想像しているかは分か
do
らない
not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
さまざまな点において立場が全く異なる
What did you sense in the fortress of Meripide? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
ああメロピデ要塞は歴史が長い
Long and complex history.
あそこには
Much
数多
grief
く
and
の苦しみと
suffering.
痛みが存在するそして今
Another
災難が訪れよ
catastrophe.
うとしているなんと嘆かわしいことか
Raining. Clear skies suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. And just moments before, Uvalet has just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend, and what Fremine said, it's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Wait, Nouvelet, you can't be.
おそらく君の思
Closer
った
to the
通りだ
truth than you think. He's the dragon sovereign of water. Yep. What? Yep, there's the Paimon
そう
reaction.
驚かないでくれ
I mean, referred to us from like the first act as like humans.
フリーナ
Going for a walk.
ああすまない
Just guessing randomly. Not actually the dragon sovereign of water. Don't want to confirm or deny.
君たちの推測は
Guess
正しい
correctly.
だがどうか内
Keep
密に
this a
してくれる
secret.
と助かる
Yeah, we'll do that. One last question.
ああ言ってみるといい
Primordial sea from the fortress. All about seawater. Use your power to solve the crisis. I think it's a temporary thing, right? Like he said,
私を含む全ての元素流は
possess our full dragonhood. Yeah. They don't have the power they once
最古
held.
の戦士がテイワットに
First
降臨
use
させ
Serper. Yep, the
竜の
primordial
力を
one,
一
right?
部奪ったという
Heard the dragon's power.
今の
Stolen
父の
powers
天皇は
basis of the
そ
Archon's
の奪った
authorities.
力によるものだ
Seven elemental archons, 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
あの時代を経験した先代の
Of
水の竜
water
王は
Perished a
はる
long
か
time
昔に
ago.
見まかられた
Successor.
私はその後継者だがそれ
And
ら
that's why
古き
he's
歴史
not
につい
like
ては
full dragon
神の
form,
消
right?
失によって元素を操る天皇が
Archon
返還され
disappears and returns their
そのよう
elemental
なことが
authority
起こ
to
らない
me.
限り私も何もできないだろう現状からして他の方法
Find
でより
another
に
way.
対抗することを
Yep,
お勧めし
given Celestia and what Celestia would do if you got rid of an
ところ
Archon.
で私は
Like
これから
that.
少し急ぎの用事を片付けなければならない
Especially to restore a dragon to power, right? They'd probably be like,
また別の
"Oh,
機
we
会を見
should
つけ
we
て
should worry about that,
そ
right?"
れらにまつわる古い話を語ろう
Regarding ancient history. Place Paimon wants to go. Fortress of Meribite. Oh, yeah. Sure. See you later, Nouvelet.
ああ達者でな
And then is that end of Act 4? No. Okay. Learn more about everyone's situation. Still haven't gotten that cutscene of Arlecchino walking down the streets, have we? Ah, this is cool. The very rainy environment with like the fog and everything. Do we have enough? I don't think we do, but yeah, no. Let's go to the fortress then. Yeah, I'm still sort of waiting, seeing if that that cutscene comes up at all. That scene does. But yeah, in a roundabout way, everyone's first thoughts of like, oh, it's of like, oh yeah, it's definitely Arlecchino like threatening Verena. It's like, oh, it did happen, just in a different way. Because I know there's some theories of like, oh, the Arlecchino did not threaten Verena. And it's like, she did, but she was disguised. Not a great disguise, but enough that there's at least some doubt it was her, right? Go up here, talk to Risley. Nope. Do we need to go down? Okay. Alright, we still need to get an interview with Risley for Charlotte, don't we? Ah, cool. Now we can see this scene fully. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a, added as a playable area next patch or something. Again, to wander around there and climb the big ship and stuff. It seems they modeled a decent amount. Well, at least to the ship. And like there. It could be that after that's just basically nothing. Or not as much as all this effort they obviously put in here. Okay, how are you two doing? Still haven't eaten. Still arguing like a married couple. Yep. Quite the mess here. We're fine, thanks. Taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship. Lots of people in the infirmary. Versus the dukes. Easier for you to slack off. Using your jobs as cover for your relationship, aren't you? Uh-huh. So they're still doing alright. Literally everywhere now. Do something about it. Do something about when I can find the time. Uh-huh. Okay. Check on everyone else then. Okay. Just debating a little bit where to teleport to. But yeah, no, so far, like I've said, Act 4 has not disappointed. It's definitely done most of what I wanted it to do. Like, I think it definitely is for sure way better than Act 3. Like, just a lot more happening and a lot more stuff that feels important going on, or fun even. But yeah, no. Like, this is definitely like I don't know if it hits the same as Act 1 and Act 2. I still think those are the best acts, but it's definitely better than 4. Like, the first two acts I'll probably put like 9.5. So far for this one, for Act 4 I would be like a 9, and then Act 3 was like an 8. Like, still good, but you can definitely tell there's a difference. Caught and thrown back down here. Managed to escape from jail. Legendary jailbreakers. Just never left. Business to take care of. Yeah. Super worried. Weren't you super worried? See, like these two guys, I would have loved for these guys to be more present in Act 4, but also especially in Act 3, where we had so much just stuff going on. Never to work in the kitchen. The imitation. Sure, they're fine. Drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery. About your prison pals. Listening to all my gossip. A lot warmer and friendlier. I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria. Finish every last bite. Oh boy. Okay. See you two. Cook for him yourself. Okay. Well, bye friendos. Let's go over here next. And then, what is that? Infirmary up there? So. Oh, there's Sayuin. Sayuin. Yep. Back in prison. Don't worry, we're both doing great. Huge mess. Few people sustained superficial injuries. Monsieur Nuvillette. Yep. For the time being. Strong resonance with the hydro element. Water level rises, you can feel the waves. Bombshell pros. Just ran down without words. Stay with us a few more days. Stay in prison a few more days, please. Feel free to visit the infirmary. Observing your facial muscles. Okay then. Now, the last ones are probably Linny, Lynette. Yeah, they're probably still in the infirmary. Yeah, okay. Linny, Lynette, Fremine. Alright. Let's get over there. And we didn't do any sneaking. I mean, maybe there was that one section where we could, but... yeah. Surprisingly little amount of sneaking. There we go, that's how I should put it. Hey, you guys. How's Remine doing? Oh, they're cards with the cat symbol. Or I guess maybe cat hat and then hers. Right. Thank Miss Clorinde. Clorinde. Not to worry about it. Best not to dwell on it. Check the opera house, met the knave. Say anything? Said a few things. She's looking forward to working with us in the future. It was a little surprising. Even better than what we imagined. Yeah, parents getting along with your friends. Should believe her. Hope those she considers close. Now might also include you. Very capable and also trustworthy. Vinny was a bit too proud. Learn how to rely on others. I guess. Host a tea party. Another serving cake. Yeah. Delicious cake while you're up there. How lovely.
次は私たちと一緒
Tea and snacks
に
with
お茶を
us.
味わいながらデザートを食べましょう。
Okay. And now Risley. Okay.
今度お茶会の準備をしてもいい？
あ、それはいいね。僕も手伝う。
Okay, see you guys. Now let's teleport over here, then talk to the man himself, the man in charge. Okay. Just hop on down. Boop. Oop. Didn't mean to grab all of that. Now we go up. Let's see if he's having a little cup of tea. Yeah, I'd guess he likes tea so much just because his throat got messed up. So if he has to talk a lot, he's like, time for a few cups. Hey, buddy. Two inmates come back.
どういう風の吹き回した？
See how the fortress is doing. Everything alright?
大した問題はない。
New light came
ヌビレ
down?
ットさんが
Yeah.
厄介な問題をいくつか解決してくれた。
Ask him to stay here, because he has his own duties. Obviously.
おうそいつはナイスアイディアだな。
Ports of Fontaine for a bottle of
一
water.
つの水たまりのために
Yeah.
法廷全体
I
を
don't
捨てる
think
よ。
that's going to
最
work.
高審判官、正しく降りてきた。
Came here in a hurry and left in a
お茶を
hurry.
一口も飲まずに帰っていった。
Take Miss Seguin's gift with him.
まあ、
本当に忙しいんだな。
それとクロリンデさんも帰った。
Florinda.
同様に
She also took her
ドーナツ
gift.
町のプレゼント
Milkshakes.
ヌビレットさんのはそう
Got the milkshake. Florinda received the lipstick.
クロリンデさんはヌビレットさんほど忙しくないよ。
Worried about his health.
健
Uh-huh.
康を維持できてるのが理由だろ
You know, beauty products for the ladies.
う。そうだ。あんたらへの
Gifts for you as
プレゼントもあ
well.
る
Okay. Seguin
い
too?
や、俺からだ。
Oh, is it going to be some tea?
メロピデ要塞での仕事を終えたからには、
Turn to the
い
surface
つで
at
も
any
目の
time.
上に戻る。
Yet served your full prison term.
あんたらが使ってたあのお金は、ケーキが終わるまで
うん
好きに使ってくれて構わない。
Stay here for a really long time. What, like another month or something? Is food still covered? Or at least for like a few weeks.
ああ。あんたらには食堂を無料
Cafeteria
で
for
提供し
free.
よう。ケーキが終わる日になったら、
Complete your
俺のところ
paperwork.
まで手続きしに来るのを忘れるなよ。
Right. Our arrest was technically because we ate the cake that Arlecchino gifted for Farina. Right? That was the excuse. Turn to the dormitories. Okay. Let's head on over then. I'm surprised it hasn't tied up yet, given how abrupt Act 3 was with ending it. Okay, almost there. Oh, there we go. Back in ourselves again. Feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders. Feels like we've regained our freedom. Never did anything bad to begin with. Paimon, is there something you'd like to say? Because you usually just immediately fall asleep. Really are an amazing duo after all. So many places together, friends with so many people. Never stop traveling or stop meeting new friends. Still been solving problems no matter where we go. We're the best adventurers ever. Counting Paimon today. Being a guide counts too. Catherine to give Paimon Adventure Handbook. Uh-huh. Whole mess outside herself. Should be safe now. We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon. Oh, are we going to get a vision of Childe to end out this act? Because we haven't gone one since Act 3, right? And we still have, like, no further clues on what's going on with him. So, let's see. It's like, ah, nice peaceful night. And then, Childe doing random bullshit, and it's like, oh boy. Good night to you, Paimon. And here's the trailer shot. There it is. Yeah. I thought it might have been the last one, but they were facing away. Okay. Yep, cutscene. Childe's vision. Music, yep. Childe just in the primordial sea chilling. Yep, there's that whale. It's definitely a big fucking whale, dude. Cataclysm's quickening. Ooh, cool. Childe will be our boss fight again. I don't know. That's cool. Oh boy. Lots to talk about there. That was good. Like I said earlier, I feel like it did what I wanted it to do. Act 4, that was a very good act. I think it definitely helped redeem Act 3. I think Act 3 could have still been done in a way that was better, but everything that had been set up was continued and given an explanation, an ending, a climax, and then also we're still continuing Childe's story, which is interesting, right? Going into Fontaine before it came out, I didn't think Childe would be such a huge part of it, but it really seems like he might be the thing tying all this together, where it's like, what's gonna happen to him? What role is he gonna play in all this? You know it's related to the whale, Primordial Sea, you have a bunch of stuff there, and it's like, this is interesting, right? So that's the plot thread that we didn't tie up. Well, in the prophecy and all that, and then who's the real Archon? What's going on with Farina and Fossil Wars and all that? Yeah, no, that was good. I definitely liked that ending. Like I said, way more than Act 3's ending. Act 3 was just way too abrupt, and we didn't get, like, any sort of payoff or climax for what we had been doing, like, the past hour and a half. But here, definitely felt good. Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested. Again, like I said, Childe's probably the most interesting part. As far as what's been shown to us, with Farina being up there as well. Just finding out what's going on with her and just everything, right? She's still basically a mystery. Because we confirmed on screen solved the mystery of Neuvillette, even though we suspected since Act 1. But yeah, no, I would say that was very good. It was a great place to end off on, and I think I will say bye for now, and can't wait for the future Archon quests, the future acts. Also, we will do these two at some point before the next patch, so forward to that. And then we still have a bunch of like world quests and stuff to do, so we still have a lot to do. But I think I'll be switching over probably for a little bit to some other games. Give Genshin a little bit of a break. But yeah, no. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed that one quite a bit. And yeah, I wish you all a good day, night, or whatever time it is for you. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you guys next time. Bye. See you guys. Woo-hoo.